your body every time you think a thought. So the bouncing of this spiral, there's one in your tailbone for your lower self, one in your head, it's like halfway in our head, halfway above, for your higher self. Every time you think a thought, it goes and it sends out a wave. It sends out a frequency. So if you think, I'm so mad, I'm so mad. So now all you're going to see around you is stuff that makes you mad. Even if everything's great, even if everything is wonderful. So what you have to do right now is ask yourself, what do I want to look like? And at what cost will me looking like that bring to me? Or many people will think if I lose weight, then I'll be irresponsible. I'll go out and party. That's not the case. That was you when you were 20. That's you when you were 18. Many people will say, oh, back when I was thin, and it was when they were 14 and you're 70 now. It's like the amount of time that you were thin, the 2 years that you were maybe 18 or 19 and you decided to sleep around does not define the fact that that's because you were thin. There are 3 of you here that do that. Oh, my pointer finger is going numb. It's healing everyone. For as you sit like this, you will conduct energy. Conduct energy. And what we'd like for you to do is ask yourself right now, what is my higher self sending through the ethers, and what is my lower self sending through the ethers? And write it down when we bring up these topics. My weight. Write down your lower self and your higher self thoughts. Because what you're doing is you're creating a duality for yourself. And that is what keeps you in the fold. That's what keeps you in the neutral spot. Oh, I don't want to feel too much of that, and I don't want to feel too much of that. So I'm just going to stay right here. And that's right in the root. That's the L4, L5. What's on my pinky? It's like a pink ball. I'm sorry, not my pinky, my pointer finger. It's healing someone's feet. I know I look like E.T. I totally do. I'm like, E.T. phone home. Seriously, I have a rose ball on my, this is so weird being conscious and channeling. This is so weird. I'm usually unconscious. I almost don't like it. Okay, so this is weird. I'm healing like someone's toe right now, and I'm like, I don't want to touch their toe. It's healing someone's toes. Whose toe am I touching? I'm like rubbing like their toes with my finger. Oh. And I don't like touching people's feet, but energetically I'm healing someone's toes. Someone at home, someone at their house. And then there's 3 other people I just did it for. And now I'm releasing, like there's a pink ball of light. I'm releasing all the stuff from everyone's spine. Okay, I just need a channel. I can't go through all of it. Oh my God. No wonder I'm exhausted after classes. Okay. So as you sit in this position, what you may do now is feel this feeling. I am married, or I am single. What is the first thing that comes to mind in each one of your thought conductors? They're thought conductors. I am married, or I am single. And then I am rich and I am poor. So write these down and actually feel it in your body, what it feels like. Like I am rich. That's weird. I have like a big like trumpet going this way, and I am poor makes me die. That's weird. So as you begin to step into your physical bodies, as you begin to embody yourself, you're going to realize that you can lose weight like this. You can make money like this. You'll realize that all the people around you are around you to feed your ego, and you'll start to either see them differently, feel them differently, or they just won't be around anymore. That was like me with my old friend. Like I was with her like last week doing my hair. I was like, how did I do this before? She's not on here, Shelly. It's like, ah. So as your hands heat up, what you're feeling is your soul flowing through you. So what we'd like for you to do is to actually visualize a diamond from your head to your shoulder, down to your hands, up to your shoulder, and up to your head. So if you have to open your eyes in order to visualize, you can do that, imagining a diamond there. And there's going to be a diamond that goes from just the sternum down to the knees, down to the feet, knee, sternum. So you're 2 diamonds. Somebody asked about the Kabbalah tree. The Kabbalah tree is the physical body. Physical soul, sorry. It's the soul manifest. if you are seeing this, it means that if anyone's seeing the structure of the soul, it means that it is something that you would enjoy teaching others about. Learning the structure of reality, learning about the soul, learning about why we are the way we are, who we are, why we're that way. Because everyone except for about 2 people here today are the type of people that would love to just share the information that they're learning. So what you must ask yourself is, what do I get messages on the most? What do I feel drawn to the most? What do I get the most excited about talking about? There we go. Everyone's got their diamonds up. So as you imagine the diamond here, 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 and here, and down there, take your hands apart and put them on your knees. So your hands are warm and they're facing like under your kneecaps, kind of on the front. What we'd like for you to do is to actually visualize the energy that was just created by your heart going into that bottom diamond and filling it up. It'll become so full, it'll shatter. And as it shatters, all the little pieces will fall away into dust. Swirl back up to the divine mind that you are. Be alchemized by your real heart and pumped back into the top diamond. So the top diamond expands. Until you have a diamond from your head out to the side, head out to the side, under your feet. And then beneath you, like a little tiny diamond is down there. Leave you less room to go down there. Little tiny diamond down at the bottom. We're not trying to restructure your soul. We're not trying to rebuild you. We're just trying to create habits, because everything is mind. Many of you think, oh, the spiritual stuff, I'll never get it. You've been doing it your entire life. You are spirit. So your mind and your thoughts are your intuition. Your imagination are your visions. Your creative thoughts are psychic premonitions. So once you can realize that it's all just your mind, there's no such thing as spirit, it's just mind, that's when you'll either say, then I'm bored of this. Let me go find something else riskier. Let me go find something that's exciting. Once you realize it's all mind, it's all consciousness, that's when you'll actually allow yourself to embody the gifts that you have come here with. And your gifts are not like, oh, clairvoyant or clairsentient or any of these. You have all of them. Your gifts are how you interrelate to other people. So write down now. You can take your hands and you can put your feet away. I've got everybody looping now. Woohoo! I got everybody connected. Nice. So I want you guys to write down the 3 things that you always end up talking to your friends about. Seriously, it's because you direct the conversation. You know, if you don't want to talk about it, you wouldn't talk about it. You'd be like, let's talk about something else. So you wouldn't hang out with them. So the 3 things that you always end up talking to your friends about, or you always try to talk to your husband about, and he gets bored. You know, like Jeff's like, does it have to be like metaphysical or whatever? A lot of people's feet were numb. That's why I wanted to do that. Never flip people off. Scott's such a dad. Never flip people off. It's not energetic.
I'm sure Scott does it.
Lisa, is your throat still closed? Taylor, you're still closed? Mona, who has a closed throat?
I think you just created a new mudra.
Huh?
I think you just created a new
I don't even know what I just said. I finally just left. I was like, I can't stay here because I'm going to be wanting to report to everybody everything I'm doing. So what they're saying is if you sit like that and just kind of what we did is we just alchemized all of our anger, pain, and suffering into love and expanded it throughout our entire body. And that's what we need to have our kids do.
So have them sit like this?
Have them sit like this. And I don't even remember what I said. It was, I think I put my hands on my knees or something.
So you go like this, and then
hands on knees. It expanded that.
You imagine the spiral.
Yeah.
Little springs on top.
Because kids, when with kids and with adults and husbands and wives, it's like we're all 3 or 7 years old when it comes to emotions, because once we get to, they're saying like 22, that's when we've entered into our heart, and our heart is the compassionate witness. Our heart's the compassionate witness. I didn't realize that. I thought our soul was. So I need to get everyone into their heart.
That's what you do in the heart.
No, but this isn't like a heart at 2 minutes, more like just like a sliding from your throat. The reason why you guys are blocked in your throat is because I see a little slide. It's like a little C. It's like goes like this on the back of your throat and the back of your heart, and it goes chink like that. And it's almost like you like put almost like a little like implant there to bring air down. Oh, you're underwater. It's bringing air down to him. Do you see that, Janice? Oh, it's a snorkel. It totally is. It's like a periscope. Yeah. We're going on a ship on a cat. I just pictured
Little Einstein.
Yeah, little Einsteins and octonauts. Interesting. I don't even remember what I just asked you guys to do. Did I give enough time to do it, or? Oh, 3 things you talk to your friends about. Okay, so I want everybody to design their first class. And those of you that are complaining about money, those of you that are complaining about relationships, those of you that you're complaining about not having anything to do, those that you're complaining about like feeling lost, I'm giving you something to do. How much money do you want to make? And what would you feel comfortable talking about all day long, whether people were interested or not? You know what I mean? Because it's like when you're passionate about something, you can talk all day long. It's like, you know, the equivalent of like a born again Christian coming in like, you got to read this. It's like, no, I don't want to, you know, or like a new MLM person, you know, if their upline is not pushing them, you know, they're actually excited about it, you know. It's like people get very excited about stuff that works for them. So this is working for you, so you're excited. So let's get you an audience. And what the guides keep saying is everyone has to write by the end of today. Once everybody has like a curriculum of what they could teach, what they would teach, because everybody here today is teachers except for 2 people. And I think that they're babies. But those are teachers. They're just not going to go teach right now. But everybody here is a teacher. And even if it's just having a group of people over for like, you know, coffee, or like what they said today was people having book clubs, you know, like, oh, we're going to do a book club and we're going to read, you know, Tidying Up, or, you know, whatever, and declutter our lives using, you know, the laws of the universe. That's somebody's class. I just heard like decluttering your life using the laws of the universe. That's very metaphysical. Somebody's already a Reiki healer. Another one would be like, you know, get away from your husband and kids, come to the women's group and just hang out and chat, you know, and like, it's something like that where they just get together and chat, but it's a donation of like $20 for having the group and stuff like that. But then I see like, once you have something that you can define yourself by that isn't like victim, martyr, whatever, you know, all the like, I think of like the deadly sins or whatever, you know, like whatever. Okay, I'm trying to get back. Okay, fine. Okay. What we'd like to say is, I can see them. They're like talking from my solar plexus. It's so weird. So weird being here. All of you guys that think you can't channel, it's because you've been channeling your whole life. I've been stuck in the fold. I've been stuck down there. That's why I was like, I was going back and forth. That's why I didn't remember. So other people are like, I can't channel, I can't go unconscious. It's because you were already conscious. Like I was so low that it was like going really low to really high, really low to really high, that I got so used to leaving my body. I mean, you guys saw it when I was emotional, and then I was like, okay, leaving, boom, gone. That was weird, huh? My face got pointy. It was like,
it's all, and I'm like,
yeah, that really weird. My eyes got like deeply set in my head. Okay, so what we'd like to say is that each and every one of you is part of a council of 12. If you can begin to call forth your council of 12 to assist you in making business decisions, money decisions, physical decisions, you can begin to use this council of 12 to assist you in the lower aspect of yourself. For none of us have a good eye for what we need to criticize within ourselves. None of us can truly decide how we want to be. Many of you, if you ask to see yourself from consciousness outside of you, the reason why we had you do this is because As we just shifted you, we want you to do this again. Please show me from that. Oh my God, my spikes are gone. Weird. They're faced the other way. I'm backwards now. Show me through the eyes of consciousness that's not me. For we all have the same exact consciousness. We all have the same awareness. We have different souls or a different story. We have different music playing in the background, so we're going to act differently. We have different stories. But we're all the same consciousness. We're all the same awareness. So ask to see yourself from the outside looking in. And what you will find is, by shifting yourself in the way that we just shifted you, you can begin to realize that it's all about what you project out. There are people that are extremely overweight, that feel very good about themselves, and they're very attractive. They feel good. They're beautiful. They feel beautiful, so they are beautiful. So what makes you feel beautiful? What makes you feel healthy? What makes you feel sane? Or if you take medication and you feel like it's evil, get over it. Either don't take it, or if you take it, be proud of it. Be proud that you live in a society where there are medications that can balance out your physical body when it's out of balance, until you can find another way to balance it. Just like somebody can take diabetes medication, somebody with a mental condition will beat themselves up for taking medications, when in reality they're just balancing out the chemicals within their body. But what you'll find is, as you can step out of yourself into your heart and look down at the self you created, you'll realize that that self was a created self. And that self, with all of the beliefs, all the ideas, all the abuse, all the victimization, all the martyrism, all of that was just an act for you to get by when you were little. It was an act. If you can admit to yourself all of your acts, you will no longer be stuck. We can guarantee you that. The reason why people, when they become spiritual, become more successful is because they disassociate themselves from their human. They say, I didn't do that. That wasn't me. Now I'm me. But what they fail to do once they've forgiven that them is remerge it back. So now when one gets emotional, they fall into the disgusting, bitter, fat, ugly, gross victim. When they take certain medications, they fall into that. And they go, God help me. When in reality, if you just merge that created self, the one with all the acts, the one that has to have all the behaviors, the defense mechanisms, the ones that just needed to survive, if you can merge that, just as we just did, by transmuting and alchemizing these energies through your heart center, this is when you will truly be free. This is when entities can't attach to you. Demons can attach to you. People will like you. People will not get annoyed around you. For many of you, your energy is so large because you're here to help so many people, but it's filled with really annoying energy. People can't stand you, but you think they can. So there's very big amounts of energy. And when you're complaining about yourself, you think you're being humble when really you're just bugging people. Feels like, God, why do they complain about themselves so much? I feel sorry for them. I'll hang out with them. So the person that says I'll hang out with them is just as guilty as the person that complains about themselves, because they don't feel good enough to hang out with somebody that's a mutual soul. They have to take care of someone that feels sorry for themselves. So if you can begin to align yourself and say, write down your friendships. They want everyone to write down their friendships. Write down your friendships, the friends that you have, the people that you surround yourself with, because these will be the people that you attract to you as students or clients. Interesting. Because these are the people that you want to hang out with. Oh my God, my first class was full of complainers. Because I'm a complainer. Oh my God. Everybody was like, oh, yeah, that's amazing. Good thing we're all so awesome. But really, that's really interesting for business, because the people that feel stuck, that can't get clients, it's because you're sending out a frequency band to want to get a certain type of person to hang out with, to teach, that you feel that genuinely able to teach. So you're sending out for like a bunch of poor people that can't afford you. Or, you know, like it's like, okay, all the people that feel sorry for themselves, they will hang out with me. But people that are confident and strong won't hang out with me because I'm not confident and strong. So you have to like figure out who you're attracting into your life. So look at your friends. Like everyone has like a circle of like 7 people that they hang out with. Is that a law? I said, yeah. Law of 7?
Law of 7.
Let me get my notepad. I want to write this down for me too. Law of 7. Does everyone have 7 people in their life? I feel like I have more than that, but.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a type of person. Nope, 7 people. They said everybody has 7 like spokes on their wheels.
Well, that's what it looks like. The law of 7.
There's a law of 7.
Yeah, it's law of octaves. So 7 steps, and according to the phenomena, are produced by 3 forces.
Produced by 3 forces?
Mm-hmm.
What are the forces?
3 forces are.
So many of you guys at home are getting downloads right now. Just write. There's like people like, I don't know. Just look at them. It's like dumping all their constipations flowing through them. They're like, aha! No wonder I hang out with such annoying people. Oh my God, I don't have to hang out with them anymore. Or you'll just see them as different.
It develops in the law of 3. But what is the law? Oh, it's the 3 forces combined in triads, each one a threefold relationship, processing its own unique quality. You can't see that.
The triad is a triangle.
Yeah.
So she said the law of 3 creates the law of 7.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. She has 5 in her core family, 2 parents. Most of mine are phone or online because I live so remote. It's fine if they're online or remote or whatever, but Lisa, what about, yeah, so if you don't have 7 in your life, you're incomplete. So you go down into the root, is what they're saying. Yeah. You have to be completed by others around you to bounce your thoughts and different frequencies back at you.
Just family counts?
Yeah, family counts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, family totally counts.
I'm on
I got a lot of those.
I got 7 now.
My mom and my dad kind of like come in on the same frequency. No, they're different. Mom, dad. My brother and sister aren't even in there. Oh, this is friends. That's right. Because what they're saying is with friends, what you have is love. For if you can look at a friend, as long as you're not hanging out with them to get money, as long as you're not hanging out with them to get something, and they're not hanging out with you to give something to feel needed, then you hang out together because you love each other. You're not required to hang out. You're not married. There's no certification between the two of you that you have to be friends. So friends are the truest example of love. Friendship. Friendship is love. Friends can sit in a car together, drive, and not talk for hours upon end. If you don't feel as if you are friends, you will fill that silence with nervous talk, bringing up the weather, the food, the road conditions, just to fill that silence of uncomfortable unfriendliness. Many people's hearts will become broken when they believe they're friends with somebody and the other person does not believe that they are their friends. That is why many of you are shut down, because you had friendships when you were a child and you were genuinely a friend, and that person either moved away or they became friends with somebody else and left you behind. Your heart was broken. That is the next block that we are going to cover. For there's a block when you're 3, 8, and then there's the 14-year-old block. 14-year-old block is the biggest. The 14-year-old block is the one that causes children to derail, causes them to become rebellious. It can start as early as 11, but usually starts after puberty when they have friends after their hormones have kicked in, because they become different people. They're defining themselves, becoming who they are, wanting to understand the world around them. They're testing their limits, testing their boundaries, seeing what feels right, what does not feel right. And this is where we come in, but we'll let you write down your friends first. And now we want you to write down who broke your heart when you were 14. What friend broke your heart? Because we're going to release them from you today. Because we can guarantee you that you've made one of your children that friend. Or one of your friends that friend. Because that's love. That's the shadow of love. So you will always have somebody that represents the shadow of that in your life, unless you can be aware of it and make sure that you don't cause that to happen. We can create what's called what is that? There's no word in my brain for it. Can you look up TURPA? T-U-R-P-A? T-U-R-P-A. Wow, that's cool, Shelly. Let's see. Wow, amazing. Everyone's like, whoa, I wrote down 14. It's 8, including us. Good point. Yeah, we're in the center. We're source. And then we have 7 rims around it, like 7 spokes. It could be, Aaron. If that person was your friend. If that person was your friend, I would say boyfriends count. Let's see if you have a friend. I feel like you had 2 or 3 people that you wanted to be friends with that you genuinely thought were your friends, but they were mean. That was for Laura. It could be a parent, yeah, but this is, it could be, yeah. But this, just specifically what we're releasing right now is just the friends. So it could be a parent if you saw your parent as a friend. That's the problem with parents treating their kids like friends. Because then when they act like parents, the kids get hurt. Oh, that sucks. Treating the kid like a friend, and then you act like a parent, and they think that you're not their friend, and they get their heart broken. Oh man, I gotta go be a disciplinarian, not act like I'm Madison's friend.
I want you to be my friend.
Wow, Donna says her childhood friend / sweetheart who became her second husband. A boyfriend that hurt me at age 14. Can't recall a friend at that age. Because yours was at 12, Shelly. Okay, so Nancy just said it gets passed on to our kids. We also have to make sure we don't project on our kids like, oh, you're probably bullied the way I was bullied by 4 kids at school. Oh, it's okay, it's normal. You know, then you create that and they go, oh, I can't let my mom down because that's what happened to her, so it's gonna happen to me. That girl, Samantha Skelly, that I did one breathwork class with, she was like, I can't be with Kip. That was my friend in high school. I can't be with him. He was on The Bachelor. And she's like, because he wants to settle down. It's all about kids and all about this. And I'm going to take over the world with breath work and this and that. And I'm like, no, you're in love with him. You should be with him, blah, 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 this and that. She's like, nope, not going to have kids until this age. I was like, when's your mom have kids? She's like, 36. I'm like, that's your mom's energy, not yours. I'm like, you're 27. She's like 27. I'm like, you're ready to have kids right now. She's like fighting against what she wants because she's being her mom, you know, and she's trying to be successful for her mom, when in reality she's losing her one true love that she's ever had in her soulmate, because he wants what she wants internally for real, and she's trying to live up to the fake self that she created to cope in a household where our parents are our bullies, really. You know, I mean, they tell us who we are and what we are, and if we say something and we're telling the truth, and I still remember my dad when he picked me up from the babysitter from this lady Pam's house, and he goes, okay, you're going to see Pam tomorrow. But right before that, he said, school tomorrow. And I was like, but like I went, like that after he said, and you'll be with Pam, whatever. I got the biggest spanking. It was like, whack. But it wasn't even the spanking. It was, I've only had 3 spankings in my life, but I got spanking, but it was him not believing me that I wasn't talking about that. I liked my babysitter. But I still remember that. I was only like 3 or 4 or something like that. I must have been in school, so I must have been like 5. But I still remember like the shame that I felt that he thought that I didn't like her or whatever. And there's no way you as a 5 or 6 or 7-year-old can be like, no, what I actually meant was this. So, you know, you think about all the times where you were wrongfully accused. That's why we get defensive. That's why we're like, bleh! You know, like as soon as somebody says anything, we're like all like defensive. So the 14-year-old is what causes defensiveness.
Like with all the shifts, like with us I see, and I was telling her, my best friend of 20 years just chewed me out yesterday, like, which was a total projector. I see. Like,
yeah, you're a mirror for her. We're gonna become mirrors for everyone. So everyone's gonna be like accusing you.
Like she's just, I have no.
Is that what's her name again? Yvonne. That's right. Yeah. So if you guys are getting accused of stuff that you're not doing, it's because you're raising your vibration. You're becoming a mirror, and then what happens is you start stirring up all of their low vibe stuff, and it starts floating up in front of them, and they see it, and they see you, and they think it's you. So you get around certain people, and you're like, oh, I feel all their crappy energy. It's not theirs, it's yours, first of all. Second, they're triggering it. So either they have the same behavior, or they're coming in with the opposite behavior to kind of like as a mirror to reflect it back at you. So like you probably had similar stuff to her, but you don't have it anymore. So her stuff is trying to stick to yours, and it's causing all her stuff to bounce up and down. She was saying that her best friend chewed her out for a bunch of stuff she was projecting on her. Okay, the teacher bullying you, yeah, it's a 17-year-old block, but that's not the friend block, unless you loved the teacher. It's all about like love right now, like the first like heartbreak that we have from a friend not loving us. Like boyfriend one is the next one up, is what they're saying. So sorry if you're a dumb boyfriend, but it's actual friend. And actually they're saying it doesn't have to be 14. It can be all the way back when you're 5 years old. But the thing is that block rises into, it's the magnet. It's the gravity.
Is it older than 14?
It can be, yeah. This is just like, you know how the chakras go. It's like 3, 7, 14, 22, 33, or 33, and like how the certain ages. But it can be at different times. Interesting. So if you have no friends in your life, like I had no friends when I first got into this stuff. I think that's kind of why I started the women's group, because then I could pretend like I had friends, even though I didn't. I just had an aha moment. I pay all of you to be my friend. Make you, not pay, I make you guys pay me to be.
Stopped at 2 a.m. Don't sign up.
I know. How does the block present in real life? Needing self-acceptance. Yeah. So how does it present in real life? It's going to present in life as defensiveness. It's going to be not open to receive. And it's going to be like, you know, say you get a new job. You're not going to be social. If there's like a party or something, you're going to be like, oh, I'm really busy and blah, blah, blah. Like before you don't get invited, you know? So like you almost make it so that like you don't get invited because you're projecting, I'm not going to be invited. So then they think you're too good for them, or you're stuck up or whatever. So like people get oh, they're stuck up because they're spiritual and they think they're too good for me. It's not stuck up. It's insecure. It's like you don't feel like you can relate to people. So in real life, it'll cause you to not be able to have a real relationship with your kids, because you do need to have a certain level of friendship with your kids. You need to be able to not just be the disciplinarian, but also have that balance. So what they were saying last night when I did a channeling I was talking to Isabel while Carla was doing inappropriate things. And I'm like, where'd Carla go? Anyways, she was having date night. But we were texting back and forth, and I was like, we were like looking at different stuff and trying to figure out, like, we have to figure out who those eyes are. But we were trying to figure out like where our real self was, and I think we found that today. But no, that's higher.
It's where the eyes are coming.
Yeah.
But I actually drew it up. So I'll show you later.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So anyways, everybody here asked about
questions. I just didn't
weight. It was weight, relationship, soulmate. So I want to teach you guys how to see the future. I want to remove these magnets from the first 3 block areas. But I wanted to have you guys look at the future first, and then I'll remove the blocks, and you guys will be able to see the future, because you can't see the future when you're in the root, because there is no future. It's only the past. Does that make sense? It's like you can only look backwards. Does that make sense? Like haven't you ever had someone say, I learned from my experiences and based on my experiences and blah, blah, blah. It's like, shut up, dude. You have no idea about me. Like, you know, it's like, I always say that. I don't tell Jeff to shut up, but I'm like, sometimes I just want to be like, dude. But I used to be surrounded with people like that. Would be like, well, I learned from my experiences, and like, you know, you can't trust anyone that wears a pink shirt on a Wednesday. It's like, really? Like, seriously? Yeah. Like, okay. You know, so it's our mind trying to create a construct so we'll feel safe. You're like, oh, well, I'm in control of the energy around me. They just pulled joy out of everybody's field, like joy for negative things. They just pulled it all out of you guys. So if you're feeling it in your L4, L5, it just popped. I don't know if anybody felt that. but it's all like oozing out of everyone. That's weird. This is the type of stuff I do while I'm out, when I'm channeling. I'm over like pulling things out of people, and now I'm just sharing it with you guys. But it's almost like a little cork that went like that, and it opened up like a gas cap. It's a gas cap.
I feel like.
You feel it?
Bubbly.
Okay, yeah, it's a gas cap. Is that where our chi goes? Hey, Sue, is that where our chi goes? I can't feel either, Laura. Are you on medication? Yeah, I was going to say, let's take a bathroom break to everyone stretch before we remove the blocks. Ming Men, L3. She's oh, duh. So when we're on medication, we can't feel. And that's why me not taking my medication recently, I've been like, whoa, like, I feel like me. It's a trip. It's so weird. It's almost like a veil just gets like lifted. Two of my friends have gotten off of opiates with Dr. Susie in the last 2 months.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like, whoa, that's awesome. I mean, she's getting me off the opiates too, but I'm not on like the opiates that you have. I'm on the opiate blocker for people that don't trust themselves with opiates. You know, it's like block the what's it called? It's not the one heroin addicts are on. It's the other one, buprenorphine or something. It's called buprenorphine. It's like there's one with buprenorphine and naltrexone in it for like heroin addicts, so that they'll get sick if they get high. Huh?
Not methadone?
No, I've never been on methadone. But I thought I was on this medication, like it's just like, oh, it's just a little insurance thing to make sure I don't go nuts and go take a bunch of painkillers. But come to find out, it's completely numbed me. Like, and then after Brian died, I started taking more of it because I was really depressed. And so I would take more, and then I would like, oh, I'm not depressed anymore. And so recently I was like, why am I on so much medication? It doesn't even get you high or do anything. And I started researching it, and it blocks your brain from feeling. So I was like, oh, no wonder. I was like, what we do is we self-medicate ourselves with food or with medicine to balance out our brain hormones. But yeah, Dr. Susie's awesome. If anybody wants more information, I can give it to you. I love her. That's awesome, Laura. I think now that you're in your body, Laura, you won't want to take as much medication either. Like, that's how I am. I'm just like, I take it and I'm like, I feel weird. Oh my God, look it. When you take medication, you go like this. There's an integer and it goes, and you're like right here. So I didn't even know I smoked weed. I always tease Janice for it. Oh, I didn't know that. She took the blame for it too. You guys were all out getting stoned one day. It was like meeting day, and I'm like, okay, everyone, we're all employees. I'm like, where'd everyone go? I'm like, and I heard Christine, who was also guilty, but she was like, oh, it's 420 today. I'm like, what's that mean? She's like, I'm like, they have Parker. That was the day, Christine. I love Christine. My dad actually, my mom actually takes CBD and takes a little bit of THC drops like at night, and her rheumatoid arthritis went away.
No way.
So I think that it's good. I mean, you have the rheumatoid arthritis and stuff like that. I think that it actually like helps people. I think it's just our belief about it. Like, I'll never think it's good just because of my beliefs with my dad.
They said that when you were traveling.
Huh?
They said that
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
What they say?
Wait, who are all these people standing around us?
See? Do you see them now?
I keep coughing. They keep yanking me into my like soul. They said the key is to get into the heart space, but the ultimate gift in this reality is to get into your soul's heart.
Listen to them. Close your ears and just.
They're talking. They're the Council of 12.
They've been with you since that room over there.
They're who I channel. What would we like to say? I was like, oh my God.
I just felt you step in me. I'm like, what the?
I know. Well, I was looking over there. Oh, did I go in your field? I was like, what was she saying? No, it was like, what we'd like to say. They like screamed. Oh, I stepped into your field because you're clairaudient here. I would not be able to deal with that. Let's see. Okay, let's take it's 3:25. We started 30 minutes late. That's amazing, Lisa. Congratulations. Darcy, you're also on something similar to Suboxone? Oh, you're talking about yeah, I'm on Subutex. Me too, Nancy. I'm so scared to stop taking meds. You have no idea. Even taking Tylenol means people have less compassion. What does that mean?
I love it. That's a good question.
So thyroid, you guys, is one of the reasons why people gain weight, and it's a soul disease.
What is?
A soul disease. Thyroid.
Yeah,
It's a soul disease.
Yeah.
It means you haven't embodied your soul. So it's like there's no chi up there.
So if you remove
So it
your
dies.
thyroid,
Then there's no space to regenerate the soul in.
people remove it all the time.
But you still have an etheric one.
Yeah.
So the etheric body is actually what's being used by the soul, and our physical body is the projection of it. So we're just releasing the projection of it so we can rebuild it. We rebuilt Audrey's.
She's losing weight?
Yes.
Wow. Hey, Marissa.
I just made it. I made a new one for her out of the laser pens. Let me go grab my drink and go back to my quick. Let's take like a. And so
Hey, Marissa, there's a few questions on here on what do they do now that with the new shift, and if the zero hard zero.
that's a good. Yeah. That was the ones that I was excited to answer. The zero, all that stuff still works. You just have to recalibrate yourself. So I was going to do a meditation where we recalibrated everybody to like their real self, and the zero, all that stuff. Actually, what's funny is the book was wrong before, but now it's right.
Yeah, because you were saying you didn't like it.
I hated the book before. I was like, oh my God. Then as I was reading it, I think that the universe did this on purpose, made me read it out loud. So I was like, wow, this is right now. Like it was wrong before. Yeah, but now it's right. Oh my God, the loop is the compassion thing.
Oh, the ring.
I was so mad about the fact that I put in there, it's not actually a line, it's a loop.
Mm-hmm.
And it says it twice in there, and I was so upset about it. And now I see it's part of the ring. My left foot is itching now. Why? I don't like when my left foot itches.
Did someone just log in?
I don't know. Okay, let's take a quick break. I'm going to go grab my drink and food.
How long are we breaking for?
Just like let's take like a because we're going to do a meditation and release all the blocks. We're going to talk about the Reiki stuff, but I think that what I'll do is I bet Sue will do it, or you're so organized. Somebody will. I actually saw Janice doing it. Oh, this is your thing. This is what you're going to train people to do. This is your thing. Remember we've been trying to figure out your thing? That's your thing. It's teaching people how to have like circles and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Because I've already started them too, maybe.
Oh my God, yes! Yeah. Janice had a meditation. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Well, remember last year I wanted to create a little book club meditation.
That's
club.
right, yes.
And that's
So
what
this
this
is,
said
yeah.
tonight. So,
We
yeah,
found Janice's thing. Woo! Because you guys like think of like what you like to do, like oils. You know, you can put this around like essential oils. You can put this around like knitting. You can put this around anything and like meet with people. You can combine it with anything, which is cool. I just picture a bunch of people like crocheting, like so the ego, and you know, and they're like my husband, is like pulling on the yarn.
I'm too hard. I gotta get to the
Oh, did? Oh, yummy. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go down and grab that quesadilla.
I'm ordering from Phil's.
So 7-minute break. But in light of the whole 7 thing.
No, because you can't hear me.
Okay, can somebody hit mute on there to go on to listen?
Hit mute. Do you
I'm
know
all
how to
about
Janice?
Isabel, can you hit mute? Or Janice, can you hit mute?
Sure.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Just for healing somebody from
You guys, will you do me a favor and
Remember your
text me, or I'm going to put my text number. Text me if I haven't even touched your subject yet that you were asking about. Because I know that there was like, the guides told me there was going to be 5 like main topics. And that the only thing that I had to really like narrow in on was that, was it Laura's thing where she was contradicting herself. And that's one thing that we still have to release is like where we're contradicting ourselves. Like where we're stuck, like, oh, I want to be a stay-at-home mom, but I want to be rich. Stay-at-home moms aren't rich because it's the word stay at home. You don't make money at home, but you can make money at home. You know, like I think that the richest people are like mommy bloggers, like that can make the most money, or like the mommy bloggers that are like, I think I told someone the other day, you need to do like, I think it was Mara, or I can't remember who it was, but it was like get rich during nap time. You know, like, you know, like something like that. It was like, become Zen. I was like, man, that's a really good idea. I should do it, but then I have to rebrand myself. Like, get rich during nap time. You know, get Zen during nap time, whatever, and give people tools that only take like, you know, an hour or whatever, so that they can do what they need to do in the hour. But I think that moms are the most scattered people on the planet, unless we're totally regimented, and then we can't love.
Yes, that's my sister-in-law.
I just heard that. That came from your field, which is probably why you slapped the paper.
100% came from
Because we go into work mode, and if you're in work mode, you're not in love mode. Oh my God, that's what they're talking about with the friends. Oh my God. So if you work all the time and you don't have friends, you'll make your work people your friends, but they don't treat you like friends. So then you get sad. Like if they're not like friends back. But if you have, huh?
I said, what if they do treat
We're
you
thinking, what if they do treat you like friends?
That's fine. That's fine. It's just the if you don't have something, you'll create it as something. Or, you know, they may do something, you'll be like, I thought they were my friend. You know, you may think that they're your friends, but they're not, you know. So it's like I can totally relate to that. When I was I used to always make like my business partner like my best friend. And I'd be like telling him everything. I was always trying to have a business partner.
Yeah.
It was really weird. It was like
You
always
did.
trying to have a business partner.
You were always like not wanting to do it yourself.
Yeah.
You can do it yourself.
Yeah, I can do it myself. But I was thinking about the other day, I'm never alone. Ever. I always either have Marla or Amy. I always have an assistant. Ever since I was in real estate, I had an assistant. So I always had somebody that was there that I could be like, hey, could you do this? And blah, blah, blah. And I'd bounce ideas off them. I can't be alone. It's weird. It's really weird. I love being alone. I love it. But then I'm lazy and I watch Netflix and like binge on like 5 seasons of a show.
But you're never alone, so when you are, I think that's okay because you don't.
I have so many epiphanies when I'm alone. Honestly, for the amount of meditations I lead, I don't meditate like on my own ever anymore. And the last 5 meditations I've done in the last 5 days since I've been back in my body, I have received so much information that I could probably write about 40 books.
Oh, shit. You
Like-
probably stay up really late because that's your alone time.
Yeah.
That's probably why, yeah.
That is why.
That's why I stay up. That's why I stay up. I'll drink 10 cups of
No, it's
coffee
because
by
sleep is
one
for the
time.
weak. Janice wrote that to me one night. She's like,
You know,
sleep is for the weak, or
I've
sleep is for
heard-
the quitters.
Yeah, the more highly evolved you are, this is like some record. They're like the less you sleep. By clock, I guess I'm not evolved.
The more highly evolved are in their mental body, and you don't have to sleep when you're in your mental body because you're not in your physical body. You're right here. Oh, that's the running person.
Yeah.
I just saw somebody running behind Carla, like running right here in a hamster wheel. That's the us that makes us dehydrated, our mental body. And that's what the kids, and that's our witness from our human. Oh my God. Is that our soul?
No.
Our soul's brain? Our soul's clone. It's our soul's clone.
I just felt like
Yeah, our soul goes like it like
I heard
imprints.
soul stamp. That's funny you said that.
Yeah, when like
Soul stamp.
chink like that and like made like a clone, and then that just like sits there and like runs in this little hamster wheel.
Soul stamp.
That's so funny.
That's what everybody that has the thyroid has.
A soul stamp?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
It's because they can't get in touch with their soul, so their soul is stamping like a copy of itself down in the right above the heart, so it can project down its energy by running, generating the energy, and it's shooting down energy. I can see it. It's like, is that Poochie?
Nobody else here.
I was gonna say Poochie's huge.
Hello.
Christina. Like, is that Poochie? Poochie's huge.
Remember what you were saying in the magnets? Like you were
we're saying they're blocked here in our throat. We have them in different areas. You're saying they're kind of like the back stuff that you drew on the board.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the meditation, I remember you commenting about twirling. And then I was remembering how the other day, this all ties in. The other day I was saying, why am I spinning? There's a magnet above and there's a magnet below. If we spin in a certain direction, will it push us up past that magnet?
If you spin in a counterclockwise position, let me see.
Like I'm seeing myself spinning.
The hills are alive. It's time you
See,
say.
now
I
I
know.
know.
I'm going down if I, whoa, ooh, I didn't like that one. If you go to the left, you're going up. If you go to the right, you're going down.
So you can push yourself past.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
So you can take yourself up then by just spinning.
Janice, which way were you spinning the other day?
No, I was spinning this way.
So that's the turpa that we need to create.
Turpa. That's the word you were saying to look at.
That's what I just got. Oh, Chirpa.
What's a turpa? T-U-R-P-A. I just.
What's that religion? Dervishes.
Yeah, she's talking about the whirling
So
dervishes.
when the whirling dervishes spin, they're raising, they're
They,
going up
they
past it.
spin to connect.
So that's the same.
To
So you're
like
pushing.
drop everything out.
Yeah, there is, Shelly. The thyroid is actually, I don't know if there's a way to heal it, but there's a way to balance it out. And the balancing is actually the balancing of your chi and making sure that you're not short-circuiting this area up here. So if you're in the mental body a lot and you're not grounded into your body, you're top heavy, and basically you got information coming in here and you're like a tree. Like picture a tree with no grounding rod. It's like, and it's just like your butterfly's like against like a light bulb. It's like singed. So you're going up to the light, but you're not grounded. So if you're grounded, and I see like people that have thyroid actually literally visualize. It's not just a visual. It's you're actually taking your soul and you're taking it down a notch. You're taking it from God consciousness to I am consciousness right here, like the I am soul, and like pulling it down, like almost like turning down the dial. Yeah, people with the hyperthyroid have too low of, they don't have enough RAM. So they're blown out. People with hypo, which hyper is fast. The hypo is people with too much of a system and not enough coming in. So it'd be like running be like running like a whole gaming thing on like something that doesn't have enough RAM. It's gonna blow it out. But if you try and run it on something that has too much, it's gonna be like bored. Like it's just like, oh, there's too much, and it's gonna destroy the game. Like that's the way they're showing it. Like the game is like there's too much power on the outside. The game is like tiny compared to what's available. So the people that have the thyroids that are underactive or bored, you're like spiritually like ramped up, and you came down here and you're like either an emotional mess, insecure, like running low frequency energies. You're not running enough like voltage through you. And then people that came down here that are like, oh, I'm going to ascend to the top because I'm the best, which is first of all ego. Second of all, it's like, it's just like just being in our heart is the same on every single level. I didn't know that. That's cool. Being in your heart is the same on every single level. If you're in your heart and if you're neutral and compassionate, you're the same on the root, the second, third, all the way up. It's the same. That's really cool. Looks like a little comb. Can you see it? It's like oh, it's the hand. It's a hand. That's thumb is on the top of our head, and there's fingers. Like.
So does the pinky hit the root?
The pinky feels like it hits the planet almost.
Because the pinky is earth and the mudra.
Oh my God.
And the thumb is air.
This is the earth. This is the ring doesn't feel like anything. The third one feels like the root of the human. Second one, solar. Fourth, heart, which is the same as like spirit. And then this is the soul. The ring. I want to say it's in the middle of the head, but is it? Or no, is it nothing? No, it's in the middle of our head. Pineal. The third is God. And then this one's the creator. And then this one's the ethers. Ethers. I think I have thumbs up. Savra says she's back. She had a bad headache and felt sick to her stomach. You're releasing a lot of stuff. You just want to be a puppet? You're not a puppet. Wait, who said they're a puppet? Turpa. Type in turpa. Why do I keep hearing that?
Is not that mineral we heard earlier, the turpentine or turpentine?
I hear it over and over.
Nose in a different muscle.
Tulpa.
Tulpa is totally different. That's a creative.
Tulpa is a concept in mysticism and the paranormal of a being or object which is created through spiritual or mental powers. It was adapted by 20th century theosophists from Tibetan
Oh, is that where you can create?
Spolpa. It's Tibetan, which means emanation or manifestation. Modern practitioners use the term to refer to a type of willed imaginary friend, which practitioners consider to be sentient and relatively anonymous, autonomous, whatever. Remember, the whole reason why I came up was because if we don't have that person in our life, the seventh person, we can create a tulpa. Turpa, whatever.
Tulpa.
It's tulpa. I was seeing it and I'm like, yeah, it's tulpa. Interesting. How do we create a tulpa? We just ask. Interesting. Do we have to like kill the tulpa when somebody comes into our life? No, it's just creating space for it. And then when that person fills that place in our life, it'll get set aside. And then that's when we have to actually zero it out. If we don't zero it out, it'll push the person out of our life. Well, you know, like when you get one boyfriend, then like another guy comes. It's like, you know, it's like when you attract one person, you're in attraction mode, so you attract a bunch of people. Interesting. So friends are the same. So if you want to have like clients of a certain type, you can create like 3 client types, which are also your friend types. And then you have 3 work types, which are your family types. That's interesting. Work and family are the same. Friends and like students are the same, and then work and family are the same. That makes sense because we turn our work into our family.
That's true.
Interesting.
That's why you always have a work boyfriend.
I have a work husband.
I have a work husband. Marla's my husband.
Oh, they could be this.
I call her hubby too.
Yeah.
That's right. You do have a work husband. Everyone, and like some people, like they'll have like work crushes, and like if they didn't have that crush, like that one girl that kept coming to me going, "When is he gonna like me?" And I told her, "What I want you to do is I want you to say, I am now me after having sex with him." Like the guy that she was in love with at work for like 5 years, and she kept coming to me, "When's he gonna like me?" And I was like, "I don't think that you really like him." And I said, "Okay, do this. I am now me." And she's like, "Okay." And then I am now me after having sex with so-and-so. And she was like, "Oh!" I was like, "Why do you want to be with him?" So it turns out if she didn't have a crush on him, she would have quit her job a long time ago. So she was creating a reason to want to be at work, and that was to have a crush. But she was literally missing out on her soulmate. Because she thought he was the one.
Obsessed.
Yeah, she was totally obsessed. She thought he was the one because she kept thinking about him, because she kept wanting him, but it was really just to pass the time at work. So that's, a lot of people have missed their soulmates because they've had a work obsession or whatever.
Did you miss your soulmate?
Yeah.
Oh.
I met someone the other day that the session we did. That was interesting. Actually, I met about 4 people in the last month that are divorced but should still be married, and that's why they're single.
So like, but you can be happy because like I miss my soulmate, but you can still be happy.
Brian's
because
your
you know-
no, he's not. Never mind.
He's not. I miss
Yeah.
my soulmate.
But you still make come back around.
Yeah, we have long
You don't
lives.
necessarily just have one, so it might just be. I think, yeah, we do have multiple soulmates.
Actually, in the real world, we only have one. Look,
What'd you say? In the real world, what?
in the real world, we only have one. Look, because remember we used to have like multiple soulmates. It's because we had multiple realities.
Oh.
But if you look in the real world, like I am real, show me my soulmate, you only have one. But they can manifest as a bunch of different people in the lower realities. So,
This is awesome.
but there's only 12 souls on the whole planet, which is probably those dudes sitting in my office over there, right? It's Council of 12. Are those the creators of this planet?
The creators of the planet are above them.
They're calling themselves the founders.
Yeah.
The guys above there are calling themselves the founders, and then they're calling themselves the creators.
Okay.
Like they put their minds in it, but the founders are those 7 women up there.
Because I see the ones down here going like this, and then I see these ones coming out this way. Together.
Are they the 7 sisters up there?
Yeah, it's all thicker than yeah, it's all female energy up there.
It's like a little ball, bigger, 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 bigger. Grace is at the bottom, like, you guys are both Grace, so she's like, because it's like, I saw her and Carla. So the grandmother of this reality is actually the creator of this reality, is the essence of this reality, is the knowledge, creates the wisdom, creates the spirits. No, creates the souls. Nope. Gives us the compassion ring. Yeah, that feels right. Oh, what a trip. This new world is a trip. So people that do Reiki, new reality, new world, new life, new everything. I'm sure anyone want to comment here? Like you're getting your sessions done in about 30 seconds? Is that like what's happening?
Yes, I feel like bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I doing?
No mediumship.
But you can just
Yes, Dorota. So how many Reiki people here? Just hit a 1.
Yeah, no, you just continue. Like,
Okay, a lot of them. Okay, so all the Reiki people, you guys need to immediately start up. What were we gonna call Reiki? I finally came up with like a good name for it, and I can't remember what it was.
I am Reiki.
Well, I am Reiki, yeah. Yeah, I like I am Reiki. I am Reiki because we come out I am, but I just keep thinking emotional. I keep hearing the word emotional wisdom, emotional maturity, emotional. It's like emotional something. And that's what a bunch of people here that are attuned to Reiki are going to start like sharing with people when they work. So like when you're doing Reiki, you're not going to necessarily do Reiki as much as releasing subconscious blocks. Yeah, because you can send energy to them all day long, but they're just going to fall back into their old reality.
Yes.
You know? So if they're listening to, you know, the Moses Code or the Ascension song, they're going to get into the frequency of, you know, getting a healing. So they're going to feel awesome, but then they're going to go home and old song's going to play. It's going to trigger them. They're going to go back to their old self, and then all the tools fly out the window. So it's or not all the energy flies out the window, but if you give them tools. So I think that everybody that's doing Reiki is going to turn in more into like coaches.
That's what they are.
That's what it feels like. Feels like more like coaching. Are you guys down for being coaches?
Yes.
That's what all
Yes.
the sessions turn out to be anyway.
Okay, cool. You do energy work. That's cool. So what I'm seeing is, well, everyone's Reiki. So we're in the process of creating like almost like a coaching curriculum, but it was for the family thing because that's what we're doing the show on. But I think we should focus first on healer curriculum. Don't you think? Like a coaching program. Just to like give the people after they take class so they can be like, okay, I can just start with this, 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 and this. Because really it's all about teaching people about projection. Once you can teach people about projection, everything else is like, yeah. I mean, once people can like forgive other people for being jackasses because they realize they're being a jackass. Yep. Scott's still upset about the flipping off thing. I see like an image of him like frozen because somebody flipped him off. Why don't we release the energies from everybody that's been flipped off before? Watch this. Watch. Seriously. Okay, close your eyes. Bring all of your attention and awareness into the base of a diamond that is in the center of your heart. In the center of your heart, I want you to actually imagine that you're turning around backwards. So your back is to the front, your front is to the back. And if you can't see it with your eyes closed, like at class the other night, keep your eyes open. Just visualize it with your eyes open. You'll look creepy if anybody walks by, but you know. It's like, I had this girl in my class that did the thing where she closed her eyes, but like made her eyes roll back. She looks so freaky. Okay, so your head is basically like right at your neck where the thyroid is, and then like your shoulders would be like your right shoulder is like on your heart, left shoulder is over on the other side, and then your feet are down at your like solar plexus. So you're standing in your heart space. Your consciousness is there. So you're just going to flip it backwards. And then what I want you to actually visualize is bringing your feet up to where your head is. So you're going to move up to where your feet are standing on the heart center, not your head. It's like your feet were down at the solar plexus, your head was at the heart center. Now your feet are at the heart center. Your head is up higher and your face the other way. Oh, I see where they're going with this one. And then like you have a bungee cord on your back. I want you guys to just like free fall down. Like imagine just like whew, falling down, and you're going to be like hanging from like the heart center area upside down. You might get dizzy, but that's okay. And down there, once you focus in, just kind of hanging upside down with your head down there beneath, like below your knees and stuff, you're going to feel something against your feet. It's the earth. And then I want you to blink your eyes 3 times. And then when your eyes are closed again, realize that you're right where you are right now. You're sitting in this room. You're in the upside down world. But technically you're still hanging. And now I want you to imagine the room you're in, but right in front of you there's like a bowl of fruit. And then what you're going to do is imagine the fruit leaving. This is just getting your mind used to seeing things down here because you haven't been down here for a while. This is lower version of Earth. Oh, weird. Anyways, okay, so now I want you to say, anytime anybody flipped me off and left their essence on me, put an apple in the bowl. It's a lot of apples. Put an apple in the bowl, or why don't we use grapes? Why don't we use grapes? Put a grape in the bowl. It's the biggest apple in the world landed.
We take back what we looked off.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to take back our essence. So anytime anyone flipped you off and gave you their, like, I was going to say sour apples, but I guess it's like rotten grapes, which would be raisins technically, I guess. I like raisins too. So I want you to actually like imagine grabbing one and like feel what it feels like. It's like you lose it steals your wind, takes your breath. Oh wow, it totally pegs you right here in the heart, huh? That's crazy. It's like shooting somebody. So from above, from the heart center where you started, you're just going to ask that your neutral heart center send down whatever energies are required to neutralize the rotten grapes. So just kind of imagine like water pouring over them or whatever, and they're just going to dissolve. And you can do that with anything. You can do that with like any time that somebody called you stupid. Like try that. The bowl now represents any time I got called stupid. And they actually thought it, because it doesn't count unless they actually think it. That's interesting. They actually plug into you. If they actually think you're stupid and they call you stupid, that's really bad. But if they think you're smart and they call you stupid, it doesn't stick to you, because they're just trying to be mean because they're jealous. That's interesting. I only have 3 times that somebody really thought I was stupid and called me stupid. Like to my face. Interesting. Wow. So if we don't really mean something, it doesn't stick. For us, like our essence doesn't get stuck in their field. Interesting. That's weird. Okay, so we're going to ask the energy from the heart center, neutral heart center, neutralize those energies. Wow, somebody just lost like 27 pounds. I'm serious. Someone's going to lose like 27 pounds from that stupid thing. Because stupid people are fat. I just heard. You gotta be stupid to be fat. That's what I heard. And then they got called stupid. Think of another thing that you guys want me to neutralize if you have any emotions.
We just say any abusive.
No, you have to do specifics is what they're saying.
So what about the B word?
Because some things aren't abusive to others. If somebody called stupid, like in like a super smart family, they may want to be stupid because like the parents pride themselves on being smart or something.
So what about the word, like the B word? Do that one.
Oh yeah, B word. That's huge. Or the C word.
Oh, no,
Ugly.
I don't like that one.
I've been called the C word.
Let's do the C word, the B word, and ugly.
Okay, I
That's
like-
huge.
ooh,
All right, I'm not going to say the C word.
yeah, C word. I do not like
Anytime anyone's called you that, I'm sure that Sean hasn't been called that, but. Huh?
the A word.
Oh, the A word's bad for a guy. They don't like that one. Yeah. So let's get the A word out of there.
For the guys, it's PUS.
A, B, and C. Yeah. Yeah. P. Wimp or weak or. Okay, let's go through and do all of them. Let's do. Okay, let's do. I'm gonna do ugly, C word, B word, A word,
P word.
P word, wimp,
Oh yeah. Weak.
quitter. Quitter is huge.
Yeah. I can just
Weak. So those 8, I'll neutralize all those if you guys, unless you guys send me.
No, don't
Gay?
say Gay.
Gay.
You're gay. Yeah.
Gay. Oh yeah, that's right. That's true.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So gay. And this is a funny one, but it's unlovable. Like nobody loves you. Like nobody could ever love you. So unlovable. So those 10 things, whatever I just said, the bowl now represents all of those things. Wow, some people's are just like pouring over. There's a lot of really verbally abused people here. We need to do an exercise for verbal abuse. If people actually start circles, I will actually do a group once a month that's like this, where we can do a study group and we can learn stuff to teach. If you guys want to do that,
Yes.
that'll be fun, because this is fun for me. This is like fun. It's not work. Oh my God. It's clearing it with fire.
My belly's burning.
I know, everyone's bellies are burning. It's so weird. It's like, because really you're not down by your feet. You're actually up here. Like even though you jumped and it feels like you're down by your legs, you're actually just in your solar plexus. Huh?
I'm hearing like something.
Scraping?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm in everyone's field. I can see myself from up here and I'm like, fast motion cleaning. Yours is wire,
Wow.
like
that's
Brillo.
Brillo. That's what I'm hearing. This
Yeah.
is Brillo.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So sending down neutralizing energy. This is the key word for today. Neutralizing energy. You could do a whole healing by just neutralizing them. It's like Christina going in and saying, 0 charge. Them being healed. It's like, what? How'd she do that? God, just 0 charge. They're like, boom. 9 hours of healing's done.
I have a booth to just have people come. Get
I know,
it
0 charge, 0 charge. That'll be $100. That'll be $100. I pay $100. I pay $100 for 0 charge. If you guys don't know what 0 charge is, try it.
Best thing ever.
Yeah. Actually ask the bowl what its charge is once it has like, so say like all the times I got called ugly and they meant it. Remember, it's if they meant it. They didn't mean it. It hits you in a different way, but their essence doesn't literally live in you. So when people called me names, their essence, a little version of them, those are the chords we used to think they were chords, but they were the person's essence. Jason was so mean to me. Remember, he was even mean to you when you're trying to cross over. So it wasn't him. He was just a raisin.
Yeah. Just I'm gonna eat you up.
I know. He's nasty. Okay, so neutralize. I have to sort of neutralize, spiritualize. Neutralize, spiritualize. That's really funny. Because they're adding your spirit back in there. And then what I'm going to do is ask that your spirit be reconnected on all levels and that all defenses to those words be released permanently. So it's a Control-Alt-Delete, and you're not going to remember any of your settings. So you're not going to be like,
Intense up.
yeah, like waiting for someone to call you that or waiting for someone to. There we go. Whoa, someone just, this is the turtle shell we used to see on everyone, the bowl. Remember the turtle shell?
Oh, it's
Has anyone seen the turtle shell on people? It's like a turtle shell.
Looks like a backpack too.
mm-hmm. Like Ninja Turtle. I call it Ninja Turtle.
Oh, Lord, it feels like lava rolling around. That's cool. Oh, that's awesome, Jacinta. She asked to clear her verbal abuse, and it cleared it and went from a wooden bowl to a shiny golden bowl. You know, I was verbally abused too, but it's like it doesn't feel like abuse then because it's just like a parent or whatever. But it's like really when people say stuff to you, it sticks bad. But it's only if they mean it, it sticks.
We were just talking about that. That's another.
It doesn't stick.
Oh no.
Only if they mean it, but watch the reverse. So now we're going to do like when we put our essence in other people. If you believe that they meant it, your essence goes in them. So pieces of you are in them. Yeah. I don't know why.
Oh no.
So if somebody says, you're stupid, but they don't mean it and you believe it, a little piece of your stupid self goes inside of them.
Take a piece of you.
Yeah. Yeah. They bite off a piece of your soul.
Yeah.
So class idea. Have you ever had your head bit off? Come to class tonight and regain access to your head. Literally, I'm seeing it in our head more than down here. But so now that we've neutralized and spiritualized all the energy, they're saying to, oh, this is interesting. So they want you to imagine like a dartboard, like on the wall. And you can actually imagine like throwing darts against it if you want, or just imagine it in your head. And now say that dartboard now represents every dagger I've thrown and meant it. I've only meant one. That's weird.
Very nice person.
No, it's not defensiveness though. This is you're going after someone for no reason. Like flipping someone off. Like they're driving along, having a good day, and you're like, wham, flipping them off, and they're just like, where was that from? And you meant it. You're like, they're an idiot or whatever. They don't have to hear you say they're an idiot to have you're an idiot thrown at them and then a little piece. Yeah, you goes in them. Interesting. So every dart you've thrown and meant it, which means every time you flip someone off and meant it towards them. But see, if you flip someone off and you're flipping them off, but you're mad at yourself, then it goes on you. It bounces right off them and sticks back at you. So watch this. The amount of darts you've thrown or daggers you've thrown and not meant it. See what happens. They go boing, boing, boom. And they like, boom. Like they like, oh my God, I'm covered in them. I look like a pincushion. So again, I'll say it again. So imagine a big dartboard in front of you and say, any darts I've thrown and meant it, or times you flipped someone off and actually meant it, that dartboard now represents that. And if it's not very many, you should write down who you think it is. And then like what it was for. And then all the times that you either flipped someone off or threw a dagger or said something, but didn't believe it. We're just doing it to either manipulate or like a divide and conquer, like talk crap about someone so that those people don't like them, so they like you more, so everyone likes you, but nobody likes each other. So the dartboard now represents that. I literally just see all these darts flying and then coming back at me. I'm like, ah. Wow, we talk a lot of shit, guys. This is our entire lives, though. So really, when you cut someone down and you don't believe it, like you're basically lying, it comes right back at you. So you take a piece of them and scoop it back on and stick it to you. It's like the rubber and glue thing. So we need to teach the kids that too.
Yeah, but you don't talk it.
If you're picking on a kid and calling him like a wuss or something like that, you're getting nothing but their energy all over you. And before you know it, you're going to have wuss energy all over you.
Hey,
because you're really a wuss.
So if
Come over here so they can hear you.
Speak it to the mic.
I know, speak into the mic so they can hear you.
Oh, great. We're talking about how, like, if we flip somebody off, that's an actual act that they could see or know or feel, or if we call somebody like a bitch, like
Yeah.
The B word.
Oh, we're kids today, the B word.
But what if we are just thinking it and they don't get the actual, like, word or the physical, like, they didn't, like, when somebody flips me off in the car, I'm like, I'm so offended. But if I don't see that they flip me off,
Yeah.
the energy of their flipping
It bounces
me
off you and goes right back to them.
Okay, and so like I was like, oh, my dartboard's pretty clear. I don't know. I'm not a big shit talker.
Mhm.
And Isabel's like, yeah, but you think it a lot. So what's the difference?
Okay, so thoughts are going to go in more of the solar plexus, less of the soul. So the thoughts are going to be part of your creation, but actually like taking a piece of someone's soul or their essence or putting some of your essence in their field is more of like a soul level thing. So the thoughts are more of like the creation of your reality. So if you guys want to say like that dartboard now represents my thoughts about other people that I've thought, that I believed were true, that affected them,
Okay.
that affected them. Show me the amount of darts I have. Whoa, I have a big fat dart. Ew, it looks like a syringe thing.
Mine just looks like a big fat dent. It's cute.
Yeah, mine looks like a big, huge, like a syringe plunger. Probably because of Jason.
Mm-hmm. I was just gonna say.
My thoughts affected him. That's awesome.
You were talking about that today.
Because I wanted him to be high,
Mm-hmm.
so that he would be lower than me, so he'd stay with me. So the thoughts that affected people, the dartboard now represents that, and thoughts. And then you can do the fruit thing with the thoughts that affected me and my reality that other people had about me. Because other people's thoughts do affect you. Remember the muscle testing thing I told you guys about? Like you can muscle test someone and then have everybody think negative thoughts about them, and they won't be able to test strong because people are thinking negative stuff about them. Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you definitely get a different feeling if you see it, hear it, know it.
Yeah, because
Right?
then
It's just-
if you see it, hear it, and know it, you've then been judged.
Mhm.
When you're judged, you're held like accountable for what your thoughts are in that moment. So if someone says you're this, then you can then either go, oh, they're projecting, no big deal, boom, boom, bounces right back at them. Or you could go, oh, wow, and like take it in as part of your character and actually like start projecting out. It looks like a little movie screen coming out of like right here. That's crazy. So that's what that's the projector room. And then down here is like our witness, like the people sitting in the movie theater. So down here, that's just us witnessing life. We can't create it from down there. We just have to see it a certain way. So if we have a bunch of rotten fruit around us, we're going to feel a lot different than if we're all clean and clear. We're going to see the movie a lot different, So up here is where we can create a reality. Oh, that makes a huge difference. So how do we get back there again? Oh, they're saying now just ask your bungee cord to pull you back up. And after you've cleared, let me neutralize everything. I've got a plunger hanging off of my dartboard. All you have to say is neutralize. Reconnect to spirit. Oh, wow. It's like a machine going, like starting back up again. Wow. Somebody just had all of their toy soldiers fall off. Those nutcrackers that I was seeing earlier.
Oh.
I think they were yours, actually. Yeah. What did you just release from you, Christine? You literally, she just had did you see that? Like 20 soldiers just went, boom. Were you verbally abused? Or thought abused?
I suppose.
Like.
My soldiers, no.
Well, the toy soldiers are the emotionless soldiers on the outside of the what is that? The Buckingham Palace or whatever. They can't smile or whatever. Yeah, like 20 of them just went like this, and then disintegrated. So whatever you just did, whatever you're just thinking about, created a shift in you that I don't think I've ever seen. That's
She
awesome.
repeated what you said.
Yeah, I'm like writing down what
We
you
were
said
talking
Oh.
about she was saying
about
it.
neutralize.
Oh, there it goes again.
Neutralize?
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's what you said.
Yeah. Neutralize
And your
and
dartboards, it's all coming off
Yeah.
the dartboard.
That
So what is it? What did you
Why
say?
is it affecting her more than everybody else? Neutralize.
What is that?
I mean, everyone's clear, but like hers is
you're
like.
in charge and she's neutralized.
I know.
What is it? What did you say? Neutralize and what?
Neutralize and reconnect to spirit. Neutralize, spiritualize. That's what they're saying. Neutralize, spiritualize. But it's neutralize and reconnect, like it's like an extension cord reconnecting back to spirit, like the original spirit. Is anyone else being affected by the neutralize thing? What's HC?
I feel like you need to feel
What do you say? Reconnect.
No, Shelly, Shelly, the master attunement, I would be careful with Reiki attunements right now, just because they were created by a SUI. So if they're created by a SUI, they're mental body things. So ask before you get attuned if you're just going to be attuned to the lower dimensions, because if you're calling on energies and symbols that another person created, what's going to happen is you're going to be basically like healing people with a dead guy. You know, and that's why Reiki 2, I don't attune people to Reiki 2 anymore. I don't attune people to Reiki, period. That's why I'm like, what do I call it if I don't call it Reiki? Because everyone knows what Reiki is.
That's what John of God was doing. He was healing people with dead people.
Yeah, he was a physical medium. And that's why he was. Yeah, John of God.
Over to the dark side and molesting sexually.
Ew, gross. I've always hated John of God. Ooh. He always made me feel really creepy.
Me and John's have a question too.
Okay.
If you neutralize your board
Okay.
and you say, what was it, rising,
No, reconnect.
reconnecting to spirit. So as
I'll
you
get you,
reconnect to
Shelley.
spirit, I see us going up, but what do you do about the holes still in the board?
Holes still in the board. You still have holes?
I neutralize.
Spiritualize. Reconnect to spirit. It fills it back up.
I did, but
Are they still
I
there?
just moved it up, but the holes are still there. So I'm not connected to the board, but the holes in the board, do I not even care?
I don't see the holes. Are you making it hard for yourself?
No, I'm just telling you what I see.
No, I see a her. I see a you in an alternate reality that's making it hard for yourself.
Get away from Janice.
Competitive. She's competitive.
Oh my gosh.
They're both competitive. They're competing over who's bored or who worked harder to make their board cleaner. Oh my goodness.
No.
That's
I was
funny.
like, I see clean boards and I just tripped.
I see a clean board on everyone. So someone.
Okay, my board's clean. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. No, if it's not, then ask why it's
No, it
not.
really is.
Oh, okay, okay. Scott, fear of losing, there are holes, competition. That's funny. Should we not use DKM? The way that I attuned anybody to the symbols was I taught you guys the symbols, and if you send them up and say quantum, it neutralizes. There we go. It neutralizes the word of the day. It neutralizes the energy that's connected to anyone else. So that's why if you use the symbols, just say quantum, send them up, have them like basically scraped clean. So you could literally say like paperclip, quantum, and then like paperclip goes down, clears them. So really you're just using like a placeholder to send up into a quantum reality, have it come back down with all this force and speed and just clear the person. So the way I've attuned you guys is to your God self. So anyone that's attuned by me, as far as someone saying they need the credentials, just use today's class as your credentials. Like the Reiki master to me is awesome. Reiki master teacher is awesome, but I personally wouldn't want to take a Reiki master teacher class now, because you're going to be given the old way to attune people. And then it's the old way to attune people. And it's just, because Reiki Master Teacher isn't a class. It's just here, this is how you attune people. But really, it's just keeping them. If you ask to see the chain of does anyone else see Reiki as super clean? Or do you guys see it still tied to a SUI? Or can we shift it?
I can't even use it. It doesn't even like go.
It doesn't work anymore for me. Reiki doesn't work for me. But I've taught everybody that's taken Reiki, not Reiki. Like what I taught you guys was not Reiki. I taught you guys quantum healing. So I love the spiritual practice of Reiki. I love being aware of our own emotions, you know, the projection thing, the do not worry, do not anger, you know, be honest in your work, all that stuff, be kind, all the, like the spiritual practice of it. I love that, which any religion really has. And that's why I stick with Reiki, because when I went to quantum healing, like just like other modalities and stuff, there's no spiritual practice with it. So it's just a bunch of lunatics throwing energy around at each other. It's just like, are you joking me? You're stepping into my field without my permission? Like, no, there's like morals and ethics that goes, yeah, there's protocol that goes along with being a healer. Like, you don't just step into someone's field and like crap all over it. Like, you got to like ask permission to go into someone's field. And that's what I feel like I focus more on with like the healing is like, okay, this is what you do. You can do anything, you can heal anything as long as you can visualize it. Like you guys just removed probably like what we just did, and I just witnessed for you guys with the grapes thing, just with flipping people off or being flipped off, is probably equivalent to about 19 or 20 healings, Reiki healings. Like someone just sitting there doing Reiki. And our mind may go, oh, I received energy and blah, blah, blah. But the person likely probably just dumped all their emotions into you. So here you go, take them all. Because you guys are all really high vibe. So it's like you guys have a higher vibe. So if you go to a healer, likely they're just going like, you know, and then you leave and you go, oh, I had a healing. Oh, I must be shifting a little bit because I feel a little bit of pain. It's like, no, you just took everything on for them and they're feeling awesome. And they're like, oh, I wonder what this means.
That one is a mudra too.
It is? It's so funny. Now every time my fingers do anything, I'm like, what does that mean?
Like the double horns. Those are Slayer.
No, there's a mudra with that.
Tube of light, not table.
You mean this one?
What's metal horns?
No, I think it's
This class, I would say, Shelly, I would call this class neutralize your life. Neutralize emotional, well, let's see, hold on. Let me ask the guys.
sorry.
Attune to your real self. Attune to your real self. Manifest a life you desire. It's this class today has been all self-awareness, emotional freedom, manifestation, and basically releasing guilt, shame, fear, all that stuff. Our lower self. So it's today has been basically like they said the goal today was to get everybody out of their shadow self and into their real self, whether it was through answering questions or channeling or tons of meditations or lots of healing. Because as I'm talking, I won't remember anything I said today. I'll be like, huh, what did I say? Because I'm out running around, jumping in and out of people's fields, healing them because you guys all have chains or whatever attached to you. Because it's almost like we did that healing at the beginning, released all the blocks, and all of you are going like, I'll take that. I'll take that block. Oh, here my husband's coming. I better put all these blocks on me. You know, it's like we have to like play this role. So I think if you guys take away anything from this, let me see. Shelly, for you, what do you do for a living? Are you a healer or are you an emotional counselor?
Say what, Shelly?
Oh, I love that, Laura. Admin work. What? Okay, well, you're going to be a healer soon. So, like, okay, Shelly. Discovering your passion and manifesting the life of your dreams through releasing your shadow self, like, you know, your insecure aspects of self, like your adolescent self, your inner child, things like that. What sign are you? What year?
May.
That's a different Shelly. Oh, she wants to start a business. That's awesome. Okay, because you know how to. See, Lisa, you don't have to protect yourself anymore. That's the cool thing. Isn't that awesome? You don't have to protect yourself anymore.
I love that.
If you protect, you drop.
Well, 'cause you want
What year, though, Shelly? You're in Aries, but what's the year? I knew it. You see, she's a rat. She's a pie in the skyer. I call them pie in the sky. Pie in the skyers. They go, oh, one day I'm going to get $1 million and I'm going to do this. And they're like, oh, one day. And they like love the one day, but they never like do it. It's like, come on. Kick them off the cliff. So they're either waiting for headshots or to get their hair done so they can get headshots, or to make the website, but they've got the friend that knows how to do the thing that's going to help them make the website, to buy the domain. Like, it's always like just one step away. So what's your thing that's blocking you? Kids, we can pray for the kids and we can ask that they, you know, we don't have to protect our kids. So we're protecting them, we feel like they're being attacked and we're actually hurting them. But I think it's more like praying. It's between us and God now. Let me see, because I got told I couldn't do anything. Oh my God, that's me. Oh my God, Shelly, she's like, oh my God, it's me. So how many other pie in the skyers do we got going on here? Hit one. Pie in the sky. There we go. Aren't you a rat?
I'm a rat Aries.
Oh my God, 2 Aries rat. Oh my gosh. So you guys are always, it's not the grass is always greener. It's the grass is greener. And I'm going to get there, and you're totally intending on it, but there's little things that just keep getting in the way. And that's your way of not failing, because you're still, you know, motivated, you still want it, but there's just a little something that's causing you to not be able to get there. So everyone's neutralized. There we go. Okay, so why don't we ask to see the road ahead of us? That's what we're going to do as the future. So let's ask to see anything that's like a clear vision. You can either see like a tube, like, you know, you're looking through a telescope, or like one of those little periscope things, or you can ask to see a road ahead of you, or you can ask to see a movie theater, anything you can visualize. And again, if you can't visualize, Visualize with your eyes open. Shelly, you're super clairvoyant. See, you guys, the rats are very clairvoyant in the lower astral realm, but not the upper. I just heard. You can see best when you're mad. So how do you reverse that? Neutralize. Neutralize anger through clairvoyance in everyone. And reconnect to the spirit of clairvoyance in everyone. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's really cool. Did you see what just happened, everyone? I'm thirsty. Okay, so Shelly, yours is, I want you guys to all write down the 3 things that are keeping you from starting your business or doing your classes or whatever. Like physical things, like, oh, I don't have a website, or oh, I don't have this, or I don't have that. Give you like a couple minutes to write down your 3 things that are stopping you. There we go, Shelly. I just removed the block. There's like 19 other people that have blocks in front of them. So just remember that this stuff is not cool. If you think it's cool, then you'll think you can't do it. Because we're all like, oh, I could never possibly. And then if we do think it's cool and we've gotten to it, then we won't have any desire to move forward. So we always, like oh, that's a perfect example. Like Isabel, she's competitive, so she always wants to be like fighting for something, like trying to get there. Why are the holes? The holes are still, you know, it's like you want to constantly be like, no, it's like a competitive nature. Like I want to keep going, but if I'm there, then I'm going to be bored. See what I'm saying? So like if we think having abilities are the end road and we have the abilities, we're never going to have them. See what I'm saying? So you have to figure out what your end of the road thing is. Like what's your end of the road goal? And this is for Shelly, for Christine. I was almost always call you Christina and her Christine. Janice. And this can be with work or relationship. That's why I'm picking on Janice. So you're like end of the road goal. Just ask yourself, what's my end of the road goal? And what's blocking me? So just to reiterate, first you wrote down what's blocking you from getting to where you want to be. And now you're writing down what's your end of the road goal. In addition to whatever it is. Like if you're like, oh, I want to be a healer. I don't want to be at my job anymore. You have to explain what you want. Otherwise you're not going to get it. You know, unless you have people in your life like pushing you. You know, like me, it was like people in my life pushing me. Like my dad and Bill and Marla and stuff like that. Otherwise, I'd probably just be sitting on the couch watching Netflix. Netflix eating Airheads and Mike and Ike's and stuff. No, Mike and Ike's came after I became a medium.
Oh, medium.
I didn't eat them before that.
But no more mediums.
I know, no more mediums. That's crazy. The new mediumship.
So no more seeing from the lower.
I just heard I am mediumship. Everything's I am stuff. Real mediumship.
Oh, yeah, the channeling classes.
Real mediumship is channeling.
Channeling,
yeah. Okay, so Shelly, I just removed that block, and there's 19 other people I removed blocks from, and then 5 people I removed blocks from. Sean, you're one too. I never want to pick on Sean. He's just so perfect. He's so nice. He's just awesome. I mean, what dude admits that he won a nursing bra? 2 of them. What would you say, nude and black?
Yeah, what colors?
He won both, he says. That's so awesome. Because he was in the mom group. That's so cool. I love him. Okay, so the blocks, you guys, I want you to see, like, if you have no end of the road, then you've got an issue. You know, because everybody has an end of the road. You know, like the end of the road is I'm happy, and then like I don't know what's going to happen, but it's the end of the road, and like I'm doing this or I've done this, and I'll feel complete. If you don't have something like that, there's no road to build. You know what I'm saying? Like we say, but I have faith. God will take me there. You are God. So like you have to have some inkling within you of the vision of your future. So if you don't have a vision of the future, I want you to ask your subconscious mind to go into your heart and to show you your end of the road goal that you programmed. I have a blanket. You can take that blanket or I have some more.
I'll share.
I just saw me and Jeff sitting in a rocking chair
Aww.
in a big ass mansion. I was driving through Rancho Santa Fe the other day and I was like, now these are the type of houses that I'd get a big fat loan on. Like they're like $25 million. It was like a retreat place with like 7 homes and like 14 bathrooms or 7 rooms, 14 bathrooms, an indoor pool. It was a retreat center, but it was a house. I was like, oh man, I could totally do this. Just don't have $25 million. Huh? No, it wasn't in Malibu, but I actually see a house in Malibu where we're going to end up. But the center will end up. It was in Rancho Santa Fe. Okay, so somebody just had a huge block and it was their husband. So no blaming other people. So your need to have somebody else block you is your desire to have them block you. So you have to look and see, how do they block me? Like, do they make fun of me? Well, if you're confident in what you're doing, they couldn't make fun of you because it wouldn't bug you. Oh, that's the whole like taking their essence on thing. I get it now. When someone makes fun of you and you believe it, you take on their stuff and then you become them.
That's what the whole neutralize.
Yeah. So we're going to neutralize our blocks. So I want you guys to get into your heart first. Let's practice everyone getting into their heart. I want you to literally imagine that you have like a little diving board sticking out of your back right here. So what did they say earlier? I am real. I'm whole. I'm complete. Oh, I, Marisa, merge with Marisa. That's what I just heard. I, Marisa, not I am. It's I, because I am puts you down in the solar plexus. I, Marisa, merge with Marisa. Wow. Who is that? Carla? In front of me. Is that me?
That's you, but that's it's a guy. There's a guy that's been fishing on your head. Is it a Dawn?
Who is that? They've got a star on their forehead. They're who I'm attuning people with.
He's pushing you like this.
Oh, he is? His hand is on my head?
Hands up on your head the whole
Well,
time.
he's been
Attuning
sending
her.
information through my head. He's attuning me? I think he's sending the energies through me, and I'm out running around attuning everyone.
Right.
That's why people feel barfy and stuff, because I'm like, shh. Oh my God, you heard it.
Yeah, I was hearing that.
Yeah, she was hearing the Brillo. I was like scraping, because somebody's tube of light was so gross. It was like black, like a tweak pipe. Like somebody had like been burning it with a blowtorch. Okay, so Shelly, you need recognition that you've taken classes. I started my practice on Reiki 1. You don't have to be a Reiki master to teach. You have to be a Reiki master teacher to attune, but you don't have to be a Reiki master or a Reiki anything to teach. You can be a very social person and just want to gather people, hold space. So the end of the road thing, I want you guys to that little diving board on the back. Sorry, I'm jumping around a little bit because I'm like healing a million people at once. Okay, get on your little diving board in the back. Back of your back, you're facing away from you, okay? Imagine that you're facing away from you, you're on your back, so just say, get on my heart space diving board or whatever you want to call it. And then I want you to imagine that you're standing, like looking behind you. And then I want you to imagine that you just lay back and you're looking up and you're in your heart center, looking straight up through you. And there's just the tube of light going up. That's actually the future. Is up and the past is down when you're in here. Just ask that any energies from the future self be sent down to you that will release any blocks that you have to the future, to ideas about the future, and to seeing your future. We've got a lot of really psychic people in here, like on this class, and like you should be charging for readings. Like you're super psychic. Once you feel like all the energy's poured down over you and it's filled up your heart space, you'll have a little heart on your chest. You're like a Care Bear. Oh my God, Care Bears. You have a heart on your chest. That's awesome. And in that heart, there's a little symbol for like who you are. Like I see some people have like thread, needle and thread. Some people have like a little honeycomb. Some people have like one has like a different little symbol in their heart. If you have no symbol, that just means that you're here to bring people into alignment with their heart. Because that's what everyone's here for. Once you can imagine that you have a heart on your chest after looking up while laying like in your heart center with your feet out your back, basically. I want you to imagine that you're standing up in a tube of light that's coming down from your head. You're in your heart center, and then your hands are up in the air like this. And just imagine the light going all the way down you and through you. And if it bends and tries to deflect in front of you, will it to go straight down through your feet. A lot of people's, it's like they're like this, and the light's going like this, and it's bouncing off the fold, and it's going straight forward. So they have all darkness, like they're denying their lower self. They're like, that's me. I'm either my higher self or my lower self. I'm never both. So just make sure that the light goes all the way down through you and out your feet. If it stops like at your waist, that means you're up in your higher self, and you've basically been like, wow, me and Isabel were earlier. We're like kicking our dead selves. We're like, they're dead. We have to revive them. So beneath you, like in your legs, are all of your inner children, all of your hurt selves, everything. Oh my gosh.
Back to the sky.
Yep. That's crazy. Okay, so our arms are in the air. Our heart literally starts raising up because of all the sadness below. It's like this pressure. It starts pushing our heart up. You're going to imagine it going up into your hands. Oh my God, this is crazy. Shut up, I'm going to cry.
Oh.
And once oh my God, I'm going to cry.
Cry. Let it out.
Holy Spirit.
No, let it out. Sorry, girl.
So pull your heart. Oh my God. And the heart is in your hand. Heart's the sky. And then pull it into your lower self. Pull it into your solar plexus. And allow it to just pour pure love down through the lower aspects of yourself. Down through your solar plexus, your hips, the little pyramid down to your tailbone, all of that, all down your legs, all down your feet. And allow all of those pieces of you that never felt love. Feel the love, trap them in there. They're trapped down there. Make them feel love. Heal them. Allow them to feel the love that you never felt. And you'll actually feel love now because those are you. They never won't be you. As the love pours down through there, a little heart can float around, or some people have it like a flashlight. Just imagine love just saturating every single little piece of you, every defensive, angry piece, everything, abused. And once they start to feel love, they're like, I want to get out of here. I don't want to be in the basement anymore. So they all start running towards a long, long, long golden staircase. And they start running up it, all the little U's. And as they get to the top of the stairs, imagine opening a door to the basement. From your throat, there's going to be a sun that comes out from your throat, shines down. And as all those U's pass the fold and come up into the higher self, the light from the sun shines down on them for the first time ever. And they dissolve. Look at how crazy the door is right here. This guy would open the door, let the sun shine in.
How many years have you seen that?
When did I meet you, Sean? A little over a year ago. I broke out into that dance. Yep. Hearts to the sky, pull it in, open the door, let the sun shine in. All the kids, hearts to the sky, pull it in, open the door, let the sun shine in. Oh my God.
Kid do it?
I feel like clapping for you. Like, I feel like clapping.
I'm gonna cry.
Like,
It's the kids. It's going to fix them. It's going to fix us too. I hate being emotional. Ah. Yeah, when I met Sean, I don't know if anybody knows this, if you're like a regular, but I met Sean, who I just said was Mr. Perfect. And he was standing there and he was like, hey, thanks for having me at class. Da, da, da. And all of a sudden I was like, hearts to the sky, pull it in, open the door, let the sunshine in, hearts to the sky, pull it in. Remember? I think you still have it on video, huh? He even videoed it, I think. Scott was there. Yes, they definitely are the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, it was here. It was our class. Yeah, it was my first grade. It was so cool. It was.
I know, I drew the star because that's where you guys climbed in. That's crazy. That's how we heal our little pieces. We have to let them out of the basement. That's why people have numb toes. It's all their angry selves and their feet. So you need to do that exercise and go into your heart, look up into the future, ask for your future self to send down anything that's causing any blocks in you right now. And then when you stand up, just like this, imagine that heart going up into the sky, into your hands, and it gets like showered with like light, and then it's just, you pull it in. And I literally see open the door. That's funny. It's like open the door, let the sunshine in. And there's just sun like shining down into the lower like parts of yourself. And there's so many versions of us. And there's so many people. I mean, how many people do you meet that are so angry? They're just so angry. Like we feel like we're like basket cases. Like people are like effed up. Like, I mean, people are so angry. They can't get over politics. All they want to do is talk about how much they hate Trump or how much they love Trump or like, you know, whatever. It's like, dude, get over Trump. Talk about projecting. That's the most projected on person on the planet.
I wonder what he feels like.
Well, think about it. Anytime you talk crap about him, if he doesn't believe it, it comes back at you. You think about it?
He's like,
yeah.
Whatever.
I know. He came down to be a big fat mirror for everyone. He's like, I'm just a mirror. He's literally a mirror. That was his sole mission. Remember, because during the election, his energy was like white. And I was like, it's so bright. Why? He's such a dipshit. Like text or Twitter. I was like a president on Twitter, but his energy was so bright. And I was like, what? And then as soon as he got elected, it was like not as bright. But when you asked to see him, not the president, it was totally different. So it was the whoever was going to be the president was going to be a mirror. So regardless of who won, they would have ended up being a huge mirror for the world. So the world would have been the same place. Like, you know, like as far as people being angry.
A lot of the anger is rising up now.
Snow globe is good. Snow globe would always be good because snow globe is about self-awareness. Okay, bye, Shelly. Shelly, I'm holding you accountable. Start your business. So the key to starting a business, guys, is those 3 blocks were probably website, pictures, blah, 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 blah. People don't want professional. They want like real. I mean, some people want professional. Like my coach is like, I'm like, that's not real.
Oh, her.
Woo! I'm just like, oh my God, did she just sit there and take pictures of herself? I'm like, I tried to do that the other day. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to do like auto take a picture. And I was like, woo! And I was like, I look so dumb. Never mind. I'm not going to do that again. Because she's like, the most hits I get on my websites are the pictures where I'm like, wow! And she's like, I look so stupid. I hate them. But my marketing guy uses them because he says I get the most response to them. And she's like, I get so upset because I'm just like, hey! And she said that one of her clients was like, my husband hates you because you're always so happy or like whatever. And she's like, but that's how my pictures look. So you have to figure out what you want to portray to the world, you know, like, and once you figure out what you want to portray to the world, figure out if you would actually be proud if everybody saw it. It's true. Like when they took pictures of me, like it was like I'm like sitting there with like a crystal looking up. I look like a freaking like woo woo like idiot, you know, like with like the lights. It's actually a pretty cool picture. The lights from heaven come shining down. Actually, it was like dust particles coming in here, so like it was really neat. But the fact that the photographer thought that this stuff was freakish, like came out in her photography, you know. So you have to find someone that you know, or like pair up with somebody. Like if any of you guys live nearby, I want to create like a community website where everyone can say where they're from so they can get together if they're like nearby. But is pair up with people and take photos. Ooh, let's do pictures.
I've been wanting to. I told Janet.
Yeah, let's do pictures. I have lots of cameras. So do pictures, and then as soon as you have a picture that you're proud of, stick it on a free website. And on GoDaddy, it's free for the first month, and then it's like $7.99 a month, which is so cheap. I think that's how much it is. And they make a website for you. You hit Reiki, GoDaddy.
GoDaddy?
Yeah, you just buy a domain for 99 cents, like, you know, whatever your name or whatever, it'll probably be 99 cents. So go to GoDaddy.com, type in your name. Mine's MarisaMorris.com, and it's like 99 cents. Sweet. I bought all of them, like .com, .net, whatever. And it was like a total of like 20 bucks a year. And then it says, would you like to create a website or build your own? And it's like, they have a creation thing on there now. I used Weebly to make my Discover Intuition one. And I've just learned over the years how to do it, and it's not beautiful or anything. It's just like all thrown together now because it got all chopped up. But the GoDaddy ones look awesome. They look amazing. They have schedulers, appointment finders, stores, and you just pay like $7.99 a month, and you click Reiki or holistic healer or spiritual counselor. It puts all the pictures in. You put in your headshot, and boom, it's your website done within like 5 minutes. Yeah, done. So now you have a website, now you have a name, and now you go on to meetup.com and write get-togethers on Wednesday nights. And just like Isabel did, Isabel's like the perfect student. Isabel had class when nobody showed up, just like I had class when nobody showed up. My teacher made me teach when nobody showed up, because you ask spirit to come, you set the intention, but when you start digging that, like that ditch almost, it's like, okay, I'm here on Monday nights at 6. You know, Monday nights at 6. So Monday nights, like there's like a hole in the road. There, people are just going to be like, vroom, like go into it. So once you start creating that space for it, and in your life too, you know, like your husband knows, oh, she's going to be gone from 6 to 9 every Monday night, or he's going to be busy doing this on Wednesday night at this time. In your mind, you don't feel guilty for leaving the kids. You're working towards something. You're charging people. If you're too much of a WSS, since that was one of the bad words, it was to charge, you can say by donation, you know, minimum donation, $5. My first meditation class was minimum donation, $5. And me and Trista Thorpe from Deepak Chopra Center did it. And she had, I think, 30 people show up. And this was after I had taught 6 classes on my own. And she happened to come to one, because I don't even know how she found out about it. I don't even know how she found out about it, but she found out about it. She came to it. And then because of her, I did the meditation class, and I said, why don't I walk behind everyone and give them Reiki? So I walked behind every 25 people and gave them Reiki and cleared their chakras and walked all behind them. They could feel me like moving around them. And then afterwards, I did 3 classes with her. And after the 3rd one, she says, I don't want to do classes with you anymore. Everybody thinks you're more interesting than me. And I was like, what? But by then I'd had like, you know, 25 people meet me, and they started seeing me for sessions. And that's when I got like a long, like 16 person waiting list. Before that, it was like 1 person every week, like here and there. My dad would refer his lady friends over. when he was Joe, the single, like gigolo man. No, he wasn't. Me and my mom kid around say that he was the gigolo man, because he's like, hey, but he's not like that. But he was dating people, and he'd meet people on Christian Mingle and, you know, all this stuff. So he would refer people to me, because he'd say, I'm writing a book with my daughter about spiritualism or spirituality. And they go, ooh, I want to see her. So he'd say, I'll pay for your session if she can't connect with the person that you want to connect with. And I was like, stop telling him I talk to dead people. I don't want to do that. So it's like, it's just everything for me happened authentically. It was because my dad being my biggest fan after going 2 years without ever talking to him, you know, and once I let God into my life and let like grace flow through me basically, and I forgave myself, I let myself be successful. Otherwise, if we hate ourselves, we're not going to let ourselves be successful. Every single person that said that they have blocks financially literally like hates their past self. I think that just healed everybody.
It did.
Seriously did. Vistaprint has free cards. Oh yeah, and Vistaprint has free cards. So yeah, I don't have a business card, but I think cards are really important too.
Yeah, I've got asked 3 times.
Something with blocks.
Says your name.
Snow globe is still good. Ooh, the quantum snow globe. Check this out. Watch this. I am now a quantum snow globe. Check this out. It's like, whoa. Yeah, just say I'm a quantum snow globe. And you're like, it pulls all yourself up to like up there. And then just watch as like So you say clear, and you have like a ball. Oh, it's a snowball. It's like a snowball in my hand. I just went quantum. It flew up, and it comes down, and it goes whoosh, and it pulled me down into my heart space and went choom, and expanded me. Am I in a false reality or a real one?
No, you're real.
It's real?
Because when you were doing the Let the Love Shine In, I saw the snow globe and it said it's your love bubble.
Love bubble. Wow. That's crazy. I think that's what, what's her name calls it. Something similar to that. And probably thinks that she like patented the name, so I can't call it that. Or she'll like sue me or something. Super fast. How do you include healing? I know. We're gonna be done here soon. We started late, so but let's just do a final closing meditation, yeah? Okay. Do you have like 10 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna have everybody we're gonna do a and you guys could literally teach class staggered, like what you learn on Wednesday night. You could teach like probably like 1 out of the 9,000 things that the guides teach. I mean, they literally teach like 9,000 things. It's like too much, but it's like at the same time, you guys all need to get the information so that you can go out and share it. Like the guides were all over me about creating a bunch of teachers today so you guys can just go out and start changing the world. Because even if you're just talking to like Christina's here because Tiffany Vinci was picking up her kid and told her about you, told you about me, and you ended up coming here. So it's like, it's all word of mouth. I've never advertised or anything. I just ended up at Hay House because my dad met somebody at golf. But other than that, like I never like advertised or anything. It was all word of mouth. And I was doing 15 sessions a week, which was 2 sessions a day. And then I had 14 sessions a week. I worked every day. I never took a day off because it was fun. I just loved it. But 14 sessions a week at $200 each was like, what, $2,800 a week? 8,000. I was making like 12,800 like on sessions. Just, it was like, it was easy. It was just like, oh, I'm making on sessions and one level 1 and 1 level 2 with like 10 people in it. So if you just focused on getting like 3 people every other month to train for a level 1 and a level 2 of like attuning to your heart, and then certifying them to go out and do a meditation or have like attunement gatherings.
There you go.
The gathering. Remember you kept hearing that? They're attunement gatherings. That's what they are. Heart-centered like gatherings, like where people like I see people like networking and not marketing, but like kind of like, oh, you do this, oh, you do that, oh, sweet. Like they're like gatherings. They're like attunement gatherings. And you can buy this book. My book's called Attunement. I'm totally like promoting myself. I didn't do that because my book's called Attunement. I literally saw my book in my head. I'm like, no, they don't have to call it Attunement. But it's literally like just by holding the space, by imagining that you're in your heart and being open and neutral, everybody will get there. Like Marla is with me because Marla's sister walked in and someone had changed all my furniture around, and she got here to see me for a session. My dad's friends with her dad. They golfed together, and she was seeing spirits. But anyway, she came in to see me. All my furniture was moved around, so she came in, and I was like, oh, God, someone moved my furniture. And so I was moving it back, and she's like, God, Marisa was so patient about the furniture. Like, I would have been like, God damn, those people, they moved my furniture again. She's like, and it just inspired me. And I'm like, usually I would have been like, fucking bitch, move my furniture. But that day I was really patient. And because I was patient, God used me as a channel to get to Megan, who then told Marla about me, and then I ended up healing their whole family and stuff. So I wasn't even trying to heal her, but what got her was that I was patient about somebody moving my furniture and me having to move it back. So just know that you're healing people even when you're not trying. And that if you're here today, some people are here that never come, it's because you need to get out there into the community. And whether it be through like doing like a intuition, because we're going to start the Intuition Live TV, which is going to be nothing but like Facebook takeovers where you just log in and teach whatever you teach. Intuition Live TV, or teaching like online classes. We're going to start putting together the online university thing. You could teach like online classes on your own thing. So on your website, put it on ours. And then also the attunement circles are huge. They're everywhere, huh? We're going to have a website that says like, is there an attunement circle in your area? I just saw it. Is it attunement circles or is it heart attunement circles? Heart attunement. Is it heart attunement? Attune to your soul's heart.
Yeah, somebody here speaks fluent Spanish. I can see that they're even going to translate Spanish.
Attune to the heart of your soul. Heart of your soul? Heart of the, no, it's attuned to the heart of your soul in the mind of your creator. The mind of God? Heart of your soul. I don't know what it is. Yay. The 10 pounds was by being grounded. Literally. That grounding mat, I think I lost the weight from being grounded, because what happens is when you're not grounded, like I said, it's like sticking your head out in a storm. So you're taking on everyone's emotions, and you guys think you need to be ungrounded in order to pick up on stuff. But actually, if you're in your heart, you're a direct line connection to source, God, which created everybody. So you can technically get information about everyone. Like, I don't actually like pull from people's fields. Like when I do readings, I go like that, and that brings in all the information. So let's do this meditation and the weight loss. If you guys ground yourself every day with this meditation that we're going to do right now, you will lose weight. And if you use this translucent laser beam thing that I was using, I probably use the translucent laser beam too. Remember, I was like, we got to buy that translucent laser beam.
And they keep selling that every time I try to buy it.
Yeah. Heart attunement circles, I feel like it is.
Can I say, make me look 10 years younger?
Oh my God, you just said somebody speaks Spanish, and Laura just said, I'm volunteering at a senior center this Tuesday in their activity center. I'm going to give a Spanish lesson, but maybe down the line I'll teach them meditation. Isabel literally just said, somebody speaks Spanish in here and is going to do what? It's going to teach what I'm teaching in Spanish.
Fluent, not just Spanish.
Fluent. Oh, fluent in Spanish. Wow, crazy. She literally just said that.
Oh my God.
Wow, Laura, that's awesome. Okay, so I know that Ruthie has to go, so let's just do this quick grounding so she's not floating in the sky. And then I can say after if anyone has lingering questions. I just want to let the people that need to go. Here, let me see the, hold on, my plug, my blah, blah. My thing's gonna die. Let me go to the bathroom quick. I'm sorry, Ruthie. Oh my God.
What time? Yeah, I know, it doesn't matter. I told him, I was like, come stand in for.
Or I can just ground you, but you really have to go over.
He knows.
I know, I didn't want to give my husband an answer either.
I know. And normally it wouldn't matter, but like we have a babysitter, we have a neighbor, and she's our neighbor, so it's no big deal. I should probably.
I love that stuff. I totally avoided the question.
How late it's,
Oh my God, I know there's a class.
Oh, mine's at work.
A couple sessions.
I just said, if you're going to work late, let me know, and I'll make sure you're home. But I have other kids, so it's kind of different.
I have to get home.
My baby's weaning anyways.
So someone just wrote to me and said, thanks for the manifestation exercise. I manifested $6,700 yesterday.
Who said that? A client.
Client, yeah.
Awesome. I said, I'm like, hallelujah.
See, people like, money is waiting to like roll in for you. You just have to get rid of your definitions of how money is made. Like a lot of people have like making money is hard work. Work is hard. So it's all about getting in touch with like what your beliefs are. And that's what spirituality is. I mean, spirituality to me was like the quantum healing was like hallelujah when that came in. Because before like running energy and cutting cords was so, I hated that. And it got to a point after like 3 months where I'm like, I hate this. So I just did readings. And I just intended that the readings, anything I saw would get cleared, and it would clear. I was like, what? Yeah, exactly. And I was like, whoa, that's so weird. So the way I knew it was all real was because when I stopped, my abilities got clogged because I needed a healing so bad. I made those sheets that we fill out for people now, and I used my pendulum to find out all the information. And then I just intended that everything clear. And it worked, and people were like, oh my God, I feel amazing. And I was like, what? I didn't even see the cord or cut it. So sometimes seeing blocks us, you know, like Scott, no, he sees so much. Sometimes seeing is just a distraction, and it's a fake world anyways. You know, the people that see a lot see kind of through like alternate reality stuff. I notice the higher I get, the less I see. But it's really weird. Like when you get up high, it's almost like more of a knowing. More of a knowing. So anyways, that's how you create a website, the meetups. And then if you guys have questions about stuff, please feel free to ask me or Janice or Isabel or, you know, anyone over here. I don't need a charger. Okay, let's do this. I don't have internet.
There's a storm.
I know, right? Wow.
Marissa, do you want me to play the music?
Sure, yeah, it'll sound better. Yeah. Ruthie, do you want me to just ground you? Or do you have to, like, I don't want. Okay, cool, okay. Your chill face made me unstressed just now.
I know she's
My
not.
husband is way chill, so
Your husband is so chill. He's like the opposite of mine.
it's the opposite of me. He's the opposite of me.
He's like,
Yeah.
that's like Jeff the other day. I wrote like the nice things on Facebook to him, and he wrote back, MEH. Meh. It's like, thanks. And then he actually wrote something like nice, and I wrote back something like, meh. Joking around. He's like, you didn't write anything nice back. I'm like, I had already written something nice. I don't have to respond to it. Funny. Alrighty. Everyone set their intention right now for whatever you want brought into your field, whatever you want me all the way up beyond the star self, because like the star self to me is right here at the throat. What you guys attuned to today was the heart center, and I'm going to kind of just plug in your star self to you now because I got you up into your real human. There was no way to attune you before. When I did the attunements on everyone, it was like attuning to the star self. I realized I attuned some people, it was their inner child. Yeah, because like not everybody was in a neutralized. I love this word right now. Not everybody was like in a neutral place. Everybody was like in a different place. Like some people were doing it from their inner child, somewhere in their ego, somewhere in their. So we have to get into a neutral place into our heart. Yes, that's cool. Okay. Is that too loud for anyone? Is that good? Is that okay? Zero heart works, yeah. Let me see. Does zero heart work? Yeah, it does. Yeah. Dang. I was ahead of my own time. Yep. You do have to say you have to intend that you're you though first. If you say zero heart, zero ground, zero source, you could be in somebody else. Yeah, you have to start, and that's what I wanted to add into the book. I wanted to be like, I am your name, and then zero heart, zero ground, zero source, but like once, but and throughout the book, I was like, I'm gonna add that. So I am. I literally just keep hearing, I, Marissa, merge with Marissa. Please show me what it feels like to be in her heart center. You know, where am I, Carly? Or Isabella? Or Janice? I feel like I'm in me. I feel like I'm standing on that diving board behind me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But like we're way down there. I'm out of body. Oh, I see what you're saying. But who am I? I'm me? How do I have pigtails?
Yeah.
You know what? Horn? Who's that guy? Four-back? Oh, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out because who's attuning everyone.
From the 12. He's stepping forward.
Hands are huge. He's like doing this on me. Apollo? Interesting. All right, well, thank you, whoever that is, God or God man. Just ask that everybody say, I am your name, or I, your name, merge with your name. Our names carry a resonance. They carry a frequency. People use them every day, and therefore dig a very, very, very deep hole, in essence, into us about who we are. So it's like a needle, like on our record. The more it plays, it's like the groove gets like deeper and deeper. So when people change their name, they're creating a false reality. Like people go, oh, my name is like Marisa Sunshine Raybeam, like Zen Master. Like that's my name now. I'm like, no, it's not. That's not your name. And then when I say idiot, I really mean it. So I'm sure it bounces off them and sticks right to me or whatever. God, don't name your name. Don't name yourself Zen Sunshine Cloud or something. I, Marissa, merge with Marissa. So whatever you identify yourself as, I'm already hearing all the people say like, oh, what if I was born this or whatever. Whatever you identify as, just your first name, not first and last. Because when God speaks our name, that's how we come into existence. Our consciousness. And our consciousness has a name. And we always get named or go by the name that our consciousness had. God spoke it into existence. Interesting. Why do I can't call people? Your name, merge with your name. And I want you to just feel what it feels like to be merged with either a bigger version of you or have them merge with you. That was God. I'm Marissa, merge with Marissa. So in this, you're combining the divine self. It lives outside this reality. Flash flood warnings. What I'd like for you to do is to actually feel your physical body, like feel your feet on the ground or your back on the ground. I want you to actually feel what it feels like to be human. And then say, show me the me that I just was. Where is it inside of me? And you'll realize that there's probably like a little tiny version of you, like in your stomach. You can probably even visualize them inside the room you're in. Everyone else that's like in here, I see everybody like in my, right here, like above my belly button. By yourself, you can probably see all the furniture now, like a little bubble of the room you're in, somewhere in your body. That's a thought spot. That's where you're experiencing life from, in relation to your divine true self, your real self. From behind you, you can feel somebody's hand or hands. Some people have just one hand, others have a hand on each side. Behind you is the divine masculine energy that created the knowledge that you are, and you are the divine feminine. Whether you're a boy or a girl, doesn't matter. The feminine is the essence, the male is the knowledge. So just imagine the knowledge coming out of somebody's hands, palms of their hands, and infusing your entire body with any color, liquid light that you want. I'm seeing most people have like platinum, star color. Blue, pink, ooh, gold. People are judging what they're helping. It doesn't matter what color it is. This is. Okay. You don't see anything, just imagine green or silver, whatever. As you fill yourself with the knowledge of God, you feel something land on your head. It's a dove. It carries in its beak a peace offering. You accept the apology from your soul who actually stands behind that God self, for sending you down into a world where you didn't remember who you were. If so, you have to forgive yourself for everything you've done, and you have to forgive everyone else for anything they've done while having this soul amnesia. If you can't accept it, then don't accept it. If you can, dove flies down onto your hands, places the branch, thing in its beak, on your hands, and it flies away. Whatever's in your hand starts spinning, turning into light. And when you pull it into your heart space, into the center of your heart, you're instantly taken into the soul that you are. The soul that named you, the soul that made you, the soul that is you. It's also your human. Okay, you can do this later and accept it later. That's okay. Process. 1% also. You don't mean it, it's not going to work. Okay, so now that you're in your soul, what we're going to do is looking down on Earth. You're bigger than life. You're like 1,000 feet tall. You're humongous. You're looking down on the solar system, like Earth, there's the sun, there's the other planets. And what you're going to do is ask to be taken one level above that. And as you move up just a little bit, it's going to be like there's a glass bottom looking down on the universe, and you're just standing right above it. You walk over and Earth is just beneath you. You don't want to go in fourth dimensional Earth. You don't want to be in the angry Earth. You want to be where you should be. You want to be where your soul planned for you to be. I, the soul that is Marisa, hereby ask my soul to take me to where I should be. I trust you. I have faith. And like those things where you have to fall back into his arms, you're just going to turn around and fall backwards into the universe. And just allow yourself to be whisked off by the air, by the wind, by the force of God, wherever, to wherever you should be. Where you should be is where your physical body is. Where your soul from there is projecting and creating. So it may not be Earth, it may be somewhere else. But just allow yourself to be led where the physical manifestation of you is. As you zoom through space, you can see a light off in a distance. That's you. It's your heart center. The beacon of light sending out for you. SOS, SOS, calling my soul. As your soul goes down, you as the soul go down, you end up in the room where you are, huger than life, big, huge soul. And you see your little tiny human self sitting there, afraid, scared, excited. You have so much compassion, so much love. You chipped off a little piece of yourself and put it down there, let it create. It may have you off track, you may be on track. Using your hands, just ask that anything that needs to be sent to what you think is your human, a projection of self, using your hands, send anything out of your hands far as light goes, light codes, and we'll have like different languages coming out of their hands. Send whatever needs to be sent, and then ask that any blocks between you, the soul, and the human manifestation be removed now. Commanded that a clear channel of light be created between each individual's real self and their soul, so long as they are in their heart space. They're able to facilitate each day on the planet, still with a little bit of amnesia, the ability to live as their soul. It means no picking up garbage from other people, no picking up emotions, feelings, no picking up anything. You don't need to ask for protection. All you have to do is go into your soul and say, show me the area around them. Okay, clear it. Done. In your mind, you can clear the space around the human manifestation that's sitting down there, the tiny little human. Clear the space around them. In fact, you can ask to see your home. Clear that as well. From this space, you could do over 10,000 healings all at once. So long as you've kept the frequency that you're at right now. Minus 2 people that didn't forgive. 1 person. Yes, you can clear your family members. Ask where they are. Ask to see their heart centers. You'll see little beacons of light. You can go over to them and clear them. Some of them may appear to be in little cubes or boxes. This means they haven't awakened their soul yet. They're still living in the matrix. You guys are here to wake people up. Knock on their glass. But the only way to knock on it is to lead by example. Nothing worse than someone who hasn't had enough sleep and having to wake them up. So as you begin to and continue to lead a soulful life, they will too. They'll take their glass boxes off and they'll align with their souls. Their souls are waiting. If you feel that you have barriers around you or blocks, you shouldn't, but if you do, it's because your mind's making it. Just imagine removing them now. Some people sometimes put them on themselves. The cake cover. Oh, I have a glass here too. There we go. Now imagine your bank as your bank account. So just imagine a bank. Ask that to be cleared as your soul. I. Soul. It's Marisa. Hereby clear all financial blocks or my finances or whatever. You can imagine a bank and just kind of clear all the energy. And then just imagine an amount that you want as disposable income each month. And my soul wants a lot. Disposable, above and beyond your root chakra needs. The moment you imagine this amount, say it's $5,000 extra over and above bills. The moment you declare this, send light. Imagine through your third eye of your soul. And light down to infuse it. Therefore, locking it in. This is a violet laser light. We go like pink, fuchsia, white. More categories in the ground. After the money, gotta do the weight. Ask to see a scale, or you can ask to see your physical body. It's harder because you look into it. Just ask to see a scale. Imagine you showering light over it with your hand. See your weight now. And then when you run light through it using that laser beam from your forehead, imagine the weight that you want to be afterwards. For the end of the road, after you clear the scale, is the weight you want to be. Imagine that in your mind. Then send light around the scale and make a big bubble of light around it. And pull it into your heart. This will ensure that it's for your highest and best good, and that all levels of you receive it. Last but not least, write the word soulmate. Because there really isn't a way to miss them. You can miss an individual that is one, but you'll always find your way back or to someone who represents that soulmate, so long as you're following your heart. You infuse each and every individual now the ability to see and know and understand their soulmate, person that they're supposed to love and be with and cherish, learn from, grow from, experience life with, laugh with. Most importantly, be their friend. Friends don't hurt each other. Men and women or romantic partners seem to think they're hurting each other. It's something that friends do. It's not. What defensive people do. They're afraid of being hurt. Get one up or the other can get them. It's called a game. Relationships are not a game. They're friendships. Imagine from your hand, huge glowing ball of light. This is your heart in your hands, and you're opening it to your soulmate. So holding your heart above the word soulmate, just run it over it, and the word soulmate will dissolve and enter into your heart. Then pull it into your heart center. Don't think of a person, don't think of anything, just soulmate. Bringing all of your attention and awareness into your heart of your soul that you are. Begin to rise up. Into the center of the head, your soul. When you get there, you realize where that laser beam was coming from, actually where you are right now. You are the one sending that down in this area. Now, rather than you shrinking down into your human the way that you did and obviously forgot, you're going to reach down, grab your human self in your hands, and just like a mother loves their child no matter what, look at you. Maybe all beaten up and overweight or feeling ugly or gross, or sad or depressed or lost, unloved. Look at them and allow them to open their eyes and see you. And when they open their eyes to see you, actually see from their eyes too, to see what you look like, the looking down. And look at them again. And in your mind, I am you, and you are me, and I love you. But you are no longer in the palm of my hand. You are in charge. Take them, place them in the crown of your head. Allow them to take a seat in the center of your mind. And just like a balloon blows up, you no longer have an astral body. Now you're a soul. You did this morning so you can fall back into the past. Just breathing in. Do like 5 or 10 of these breaths. As we fill each and every one of your human cells with oxygen, water, with all the needed elements of this planet, of this new planet, we bring to you a new life, a new world, a new reality, a new revelation that you are a soul living a human life. You are no longer a spirit with soul amnesia, being guided by a soul inside of a human. You are a human soul. You are here to create. There, magnet's gone. I'm sure you don't have any of those magnets in you right now. As your human grows, it's like those toy soldiers, but they're not toy soldiers. Like you're just growing into your soul. Your human body is growing into you. Feet and hands. On your right palm, as this soul, but now merged with your human, now grown into it. You have something in your hand. It's not your human anymore. They used to be there on a snow globe. Now you have space for creation. Now you have the 5th element, and that is space. For when you truly have space in your life, you can create anything. I can say, please ground me. I'm now grounded. Show me what it feels like. Just place your hand in the center of your chest. And just like that, you're back in the room. With your consciousness inside of your body. Because you perceive your own reality, you don't realize that you're about 400 feet tall. You still perceive yourself as a little human, but you're not. Today was about acceleration. Today was about progeneration in the fact that you are all ramped up to the next level now. You all have the ability to hold the space to bring people up, whether you believe it or not. You're all in the heart of your soul. Can you give a certificate to someone for being a good person? No. Can somebody buy a certificate? Yes. You must have a certificate. We'll give you one. Start spreading your heart, but not by giving it away. By holding space within it, others will come. There's no other way. Religion is gone. Dogma is gone. It's going to be gone. People will be afraid. They need you to lead them. All of you are leaders. Every one of you. And the 3 people that were not here, they will come. Their free will got to them. But everyone that came, you're leaders. You're here to cause a revolution. Let's go do it. Congratulations. We are the Council of 12, and we bid you adieu for now. We'll see you soon. Stay in your hearts, out of your minds. For what you will truly find is that your mind is truly your heart, and your heart is truly your mind. And when you can bring your awareness into the brain and your heart, that is when you truly are boundless, endless, infinite. and truly can create miracles. We love you. Give it your feet. We're humongous. Where are we? We are the eyes. You need to write. I can't. Well, Samuel. I just said Samuel with me. I just asked him to go like this. And make a full long go. And it would, I am Samuel. I am Sam. Sam, I am. Yeah. Remember? I'm gonna hug you again. Watch out. Oh, can you have it? Oh my gosh, you're humongous. Everybody didn't look like Hero 6. The Hero 6 guy was like our fake soul self. Everyone's hey, start coming to Wednesday night classes. I just didn't know if you knew that you were allowed to. Oh, online so much easier, but if you're on. Okay, bye. She's so cute. Okay, I want to. Hold on, I need to write before I even say anything.
Like you were. I was there with you, and look at. I just wrote the whole time, like everything. You're so cute, you little there. That's why it was so easy. I was like, there she is.
This is irony, or what was it? It's like the joke that my life, like I have so many pens and I have no pens and I have so many tablets and all I have is this, a broken pencil and a tiny tablet. I just thought of these. Like, oh, you're back.
Yeah, look, there's 300 pages here.
I just got.
So everybody's grounded. So now, if you want to be grounded, oh, thank you. If you want to be grounded, you just say, "I'm grounded." But actually, feel yourself. Like it's all about feeling it now, not just like commanding and feeling. So it's not about commanding and witnessing anymore. It's witnessing through feeling. So like actually, like the soul of Marisa, like show me what that feels like. You know, like where am I? What does it look like? Like it's like you're experiencing it, but the key is you're in your heart.
So what about people that can't feel?
People are going to have to feel, and they can feel this. You know, they can like they can actually like I can't feel, but if I'm like, what does it feel like to be in my body? I used to like see something, you know, but because that was my way of not feeling. But you have to feel now. Okay. But the fact that our astral bodies are gone, we're going to be able to feel, which is why I've been freaking crying all the time.
I just sat here crying for that whole stupid day.
Oh, Janice cried. We're the most unemotional people on the planet, and we're like
I
crying.
didn't cry. I was just messing with my hair. She was like, "You were totally like this." I was like,
"You know what this is, right?
What is that?"
It calms your emotional body down."
Oh my God, I was doing that.
That's why Marla's always like this,
I was like this.
messing with her hair. Yeah, no, this actually calms the nervous system down. So if you're getting all like worked out, you go like that. That's why people do that a lot when they get nervous.
Oh my God.
To calm themselves down.
I
Yeah,
don't do that, but I was doing this. I was like,
that's crazy. Good night, Cynthia.
No, girl.
Well, Shelly, now that they're quiet, now do it. Now do the meditation because you got the healing. Now all you have to do is do the visualization. So no gurring allowed after you became your soul. I guess you didn't become her soul yet. So. Oh, she was the one person they didn't forgive.
Shelly?
Yeah. Yeah. No, Shelly Myers though. I was like, there's one person that hasn't forgiven, and it was Shelly. She's like, my kids are so damn loud. Ah. Now they're quiet, but now they're quiet. Now you can do it. Sue can send you over a copy of it in a sec, or whenever it comes through, we can send it over. If anybody didn't get like their specific answers, like questions answered, like what's my future or whatever, then Janice, would you be willing to do like, or Isabel, or like whoever, would you guys be willing to do like shorter reading without like the healing, because they don't need the healing, for like 100 instead? Because I know you guys charge 200. Like just apply the okay. So if you guys want an actual like reading, like, because you didn't get like specific like details, which I love getting details. I get lots of details when I'm out of my body, but then the girls said that they would be willing to do for another $100, you can just get a reading with them since you don't need a healing. That'll be easy, so they can do a reading for you. And then if you guys want to do like the heart attunement classes, I don't know how those are going to go. They're more like each person gets like a 30-minute kind of session with me, where I do channeling and readings on them. They can ask questions and stuff. That one's more expensive, but it's the group reading where it's like everybody does it together, and I think we'll only have like 5 or 6 people in it. It's kind of cool. We're going to do those on Fridays. I'm just not sure when the next one is. But Sue will let us know, definitely. Probably next week, right, Sue? We see like 5 people in there. But I think I'm going to, yeah.
That's up to you, because you're supposed to be going away on Saturday. I wasn't sure what you wanted to do on Friday. Have such an intense class on Friday. So it depends on you.
Yeah, as long as I have my grounding mat, I'm good.
Okay.
No, my grounding mat, I'm like, so I'll talk to you about it later. But yeah, I'm feeling like even just like a small class, not a huge one. Last time I was like, woo, floating around. But I think that last class gave me the incentive to ground myself. And that's why I lost so much weight. Like literally like 20 pounds in like 2 days. It's like, are you joking me? Yeah. And so what I did was I ran okay, so when you guys were doing the weight thing, I went around to everybody and I was like, show me your problem areas. And you're like, right here and right here and right here. And I was like, Zzz. So it's transparent laser beam light that I use for like, it's like spiritual lipo, spiritual, not lipo, more like burning it off. Like, yeah. So it's like, I've actually and in the shower, I've been imagining, like I go in, cause I remember my old Marla, her name was Jenny, and she actually listened to what I said, and she used violet and transparent or orange light and ran it out of her, what was it, her pinky, and went like zzz, 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 like that, and like cut her fat off and like, you know, like dissolve, like did that, and she lost like 30 pounds in a month.
Can you do that to like get younger?
Yeah. Gail's getting younger looking. You should see her.
Really?
She's like, I found the fountain of youth. I'm like, what? Jeff's chi? Just kidding. Remember she was attached to him?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But no, she's been using like energy work to revitalize the cells so that she doesn't have like wrinkles and stuff like that. And she's like, I really
revitalize cells in an organ.
Mm-hmm. Like we made the fibroid or the thyroid. Let me see. Show me the cells or show me my liver. Oh yeah. And then there, I see me up there like, zzz, like locked and loaded, ready to shoot it. Clear my liver now with whatever color light is required. Yeah, look it. Sprockets just flew out of it. What's that? What's emotions?
The liver is.
So let's release our livers of all emotions
Fears
that it can't release on its own. Transmute them
anger
instantly into revitalizing energies that will make it healthier. Cleanse it for our highest and best good, in alignment with our soul's purpose and mission. And then just say, show me. And then you'll see. Ew, Jason's inside mine. First I see a syringe plunger. And then I see Jason in my liver. Get out of my liver. So liver is the jail. I see it as a jail with like dark souls flying in and light ones flying out. My liver's taking forever to clear. Is the liver in our back? Neutralize. And neutralize just neutralizes some stuff. You actually have to alchemize it, I heard.
Well, it's alchemy.
So all those sprockets that are all silver, they need to turn to gold. And then the gold has no magnetic pull, no gravity. So the gold just kind of floats away.
That makes sense.
Does gold stay in the creation though? It never leaves the creation, huh?
Stays.
Until it becomes a big gold ball, and then you can't go down there because you're dancing on the gold ball going, staying alive, staying alive. Oh, it's Christ. You're standing on Christ's head.
Ah.
And you're pure forgiveness. Oh, that's so funny. So if you become Christ-like, you end up literally with a ball of forgiveness down here, and you can never drop beneath the fold. That's totally what I see right now. Is that what you see? Do you see that? That's pretty cool.
You can't drop below the fold after that?
No.
You bounce back up.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
fly right back up,
Mm-hmm.
which is awesome if you can't go beneath the fold, because the fold is where it's like neutral. It's the lower self's heart space. It's where we take refuge, I just heard. And it's where we're powerful too, because we have the power of our heart space, but down there. Then we drop down and we're like, I just see lotto balls flying out of it. What's with the lotto balls? Lotto balls are like hovering over our head.
This reminds me of the football.
So I see why I saw my numbers. I think were like, yeah, I saw like it was 163 and something else
I saw 7. 5.
on yours. It was 163 because I think I was channeling our soul group,
It was.
the 12,
It works.
and then I think mine was like 24 or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
There
she
you
can
go.
tell you to give
That's
you
right.
numbers.
And I wonder if that's why I'm born on the 24th.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, there were like balls.
Interesting.
And what numbers you
Am I 12? Am I 24 now? No, I'm a different number now. So I was channeling 24.
The 24th soul.
I don't know. They're numbered. Yeah, so that's cool. So Christ is something, it's a consciousness, and it blocks us from dropping down into fear. But it's not love, it's just forgiveness. Forgiveness. And then it's filled with the milky white compassion bath thing,
Calcium.
calcium. Nice. It's pretty cool. Can we drop down into the ball? I'm like, wow, yeah. Like compassion. Remember, people that don't have enough calcium or compassion do the thyroid thing. So I'm wondering if they can go down into it. Or run the Christ ball over my liver. My liver got swallowed. It's like,
Yeah.
where'd my liver go? Give it back. Oh, they spit it out all clean. Did you see that? It was like, and then it was like, we're back all clean. Wait, can we clean everything with that gold ball and the white stuff in the middle?
Clean your intestines.
Let's see. I'm calling for my intestines are gross. Into the.
You don't need a collar. Yeah.
I know, right? I'm like laser beaming them with my forehead and then putting them in the gold ball. Oh my God, it's like it's spinning. It's like ding. And then my intestines like flew back in. Only half of them are clean though. Oh wait, never mind. There goes the other half.
Make sure you don't poop tonight.
Oh my God. A gold ball. That's crazy. But is that real or fake? Energetically, we're removing the emotions and the feelings and the lack of forgiveness and the lack of compassion from all of the organs. For each of us exists within different organs at different times of the day. And when you're in those organs, this is when you feel the feelings that those organs produce. So when you can clear these areas of unwanted emotions, feelings, lingering, doubt, and other low frequency energies and beliefs, this is when you can soar through those times of the day. For many people will have bad time between 3 and 5 each day. It's because a certain organ is in charge. So each of these organs bring about a frequency and a resonance to the entire body. And this is why you must cleanse your body in order to cleanse your soul. There's another class. Cleanse your body to cleanse your soul.
They said the time 3 to 5. I always get something weird around 2 o'clock, 2:33.
I wonder, Sue will know which organs are in charge at what times. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but when
TCM has an organ clock. Wow. 2 hours per organ. Oh my God.
2 hours per organ. So where did?
I don't know what the numbers mean either, Laura. I think Laura, the numbers are, ooh, Michelle, you saw 24. I've always said that we were soul sisters. The numbers I think are, I think they're like our soul's serial code or something like that. Yeah. I think there's, well, what the guides explained to us, but this was only the silver creator balls. These were the white ones. The silver creator balls, there was 96 that came from the original source, and those dropped down. But that was in the lower.
I can see the numbers as longitude and latitude for up above.
Whoa.
That's what I've been looking at. They've been giving me numbers where stuff is at. And
I want to see the stuff you've been channeling.
It's the longitude and latitude.
All right, guys, let me,
So here's the
if anyone had like lingering questions or whatever that I didn't even like touch or get near, and you feel like you want to get a quick answer that's like quick,
3 to 5.
and you feel like it could help other people, then I'm happy to answer right now. And let me text bladder, 3 to 5.
Hey, Marisa.
3 to 5 p.m. is bladder. 3 to 5 a.m. is lung.
Yes, and then 1 to 3 small intestine. 11 to 1 is heart. 9 to 11 a.m. is spleen.
Ooh.
9 to 11 at night is a triple warmer.
Oh, the triple warmer is what's Sue told me about that, because I was talking about the 3 tubes of light that go down us, the threads, and she thinks that's a triple warmer. Yeah.
So at that time, that is activated, I guess, in our organ.
I don't know when the next breath class is. I suppose we could have one if you want to. If enough people want to do the breath class, we could do a breath class. I saw my end game was me relaxing. I'm like, okay, so what's my future game? And they just said putting the school together. My thing was working 2 hours a day, teaching a class, and then leaving, not doing sessions. Sessions take too long. Thank you, Erin. Hopefully you guys liked it. Did you guys like it? Was it okay? Hopefully, if we text you after we do the... Yes, absolutely, Emily. Emily, you're good now, but you do have like it's almost like a cutout paper doll version of you, like sitting over there waiting to be cleared. It's interesting. Ooh, Meridian Wheel. Awesome. Thank you. You guys, again, here's my phone number if you guys need to text me. Lingering stuff. And again, the girls will do the readings for you for $100 if you just want to use the money you use for today's class towards a reading. Yay, you got lots of answers. I got so many answers and I don't even remember them. So unlike how I usually feel after class. Melissa, because you're in your soul, you're very astrally person, and oh, you're a monkey. Monkeys, here, scan Melissa for me, guys. Melissa, is it okay if the girls scan you? Why is she out of whack?
She's blocked right here.
She's blocking herself.
Right
Yeah.
She's
blocking herself. I see her
like
holding.
Glass mirror going.
There's a glass mirror coming out. Yeah, it's like almost like a.
It's reflecting down instead of up.
Is it because she feels powerful in the astral plane because she's so psychic, and if she goes up in her soul, she won't be a psychic? Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Maybe be more psychic.
She'll be more psychic, but she thinks that it's like me getting off meds. I'm scared to get off meds. Yeah, so why don't we release the need to follow and install the ability to lead. There we go. See, just moved out. It's like a fear of leading and yeah, stepping into your power. Melissa, say, I am now in my power. shrunk down, got big, shrunk down, got big, shrunk down, got big. I am now my soul's power.
Scares her.
Yeah, she won't do it. Why don't you want to be powerful?
She needs to, I just heard her say, do you have any idea how powerful I actually am?
She's super powerful.
And I think that's what she's somehow maybe released some kind of blocks to
A past life.
pass whatever she did to like get her scared of that.
Yeah, because she did something. But it wasn't her fault.
You guys will have more clearing after you write your forgiveness letters. Is Shelly Myers in her body? She didn't do the meditation. Her kids were screaming, she said.
No, she's all the way down at her like leg.
She's down in her left foot.
It's this toe. It's this one.
Her right or left toe,
Left. On the second toe.
which is basically hell.
She's very, she shouldn't have done.
But she wants to, I don't know why she wants to be there. It's like a blocking self from expanding again.
I'm comfortable here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm comfortable here.
She's safe.
It was like that post I had like a few weeks ago. Like if you have beneath a 5 or 10 in any of these areas, you're too comfortable.
Yeah.
You need to become uncomfortable.
It's safe for her.
I think that you are starting to just get used to the fact that there's an astral plane. And now that I've said there isn't one anymore and you can't be in it, you're like, no, I'm staying here. It's almost like I see signs around her going, no, killing the astral plane.
Oh, like it was no for.
Yeah, like fantasize because there's like fantasy, the mediumship stuff is cool and stuff like that. But it's like you're even more powerful and you create your reality.
Yes.
Then you still can connect with beings on the other side. You just connect a different way. Right here, look at. It's right here. On the back of the head.
What's right here? Like right here, like in this little area.
That's where we're sitting, I think.
Here.
I think that's what earlier.
She'll tell you. Remember?
Oh yeah, Sue. Oh yeah, Sue. Where is that? Right there.
I'm like.
That's where we were earlier.
I keep touching it the whole class.
The nuchal line,
The nuchal line?
What is
Yeah.
that?
and you see.
Oh, the nuclei?
Sounds like the nebula.
I know, right? Melissa, the responsibility, so you're afraid that people are going to get hurt?
Is it?
Nuclei. Okay, so how are they going to get hurt? Are you already a healer? Okay, so if you are full of compassion, full of awareness, full of forgiveness, there's no way anyone can get hurt, is what I'm hearing your higher self say. She says you've hurt people before by aligning with dark entities, and this is a fear of yours. There's dogmatic stuff below your belly button that she's allowing me to remove. And maybe doing an intestine cleanse is for her, because I'm seriously seeing it all come out in her, like intestines, like, you know, like draining, like, no, it's a lymphatic cleanse or where they, you drain yourself or something. I'm
Yeah,
just,
that comes out of the armpits and feet.
yeah. Yeah, Shelly, I would just do it again. Yeah, just do you're already in your left foot, Shelly. You're just aligned with your soul now, so you're expanded. So just do the meditation, you'll be fine. Text me later and let me know how you feel. And if not, then you can get a healing or something with one of the girls, I'm sure, and they can help you get up there. But I was in my foot too. Everyone was in their foot.
I've been like below my foot for really.
Yeah, everybody's been like, and yeah, Janice has been like upside down, hanging from her feet. I was below my feet, so at least you're in your foot.
I know it's the mood she was doing.
Wait, who's picking up others' anxiety right now? There's no anxiety. Wait, why? Wait, hold on. Well, why are people getting anxiety? It's because you want it. Wait, hold on. Stop. Can I check? Yeah, Sarah, just text me. I'm not worried about the financial stuff. Just, we can take care of it whenever. Honestly, money is the last thing that I care about. And that's why I make plenty of it, because I don't care.
Tell the people with anxiety that they're
Head throbbing. Can you check Anthony Flores? Why is head throbbing?
He's like overflowing.
He's like getting like
But
massively.
what's happening? It's coming here,
I
and
can't
then it's
place
stopping.
Ant.
It's not going. It's not going through. It's like drip, 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 drip.
He's blocking it.
Yeah, he's blocking it.
The basement's in the middle of his head.
Uh huh.
So is he upside down?
He is upside down. You guys want to help with that?
He doesn't have enough water in his body either.
Dehydrated?
Mhm.
I'll let you guys deal with that one so I can keep answering questions. Andy, do you mind if they do your healing? Feel a lot of pressure. Sabra, where are you feeling the pressure?
He might get dizzy.
The headaches and stuff like that, guys, or it's just your frequency has gone up a lot. Maybe some people aren't ready for this.
Where goes? He's in there. He might feel dizzy. Yeah, it's going down now.
I mean, the guide said anyone who showed up today would be ready.
It's okay. They're gonna be.
It was a gnarly attunement.
It was very.
Can I get these two minutes?
People are going to fight like tooth and nail. Yeah, you did. People are going to fight tooth and nail to get back down to their old self. Well, then just listen to a song from the 90s and you'll go right back.
No,
I know.
It won't. I don't think you're gonna be able to drop.
No, I tried to drop back down and I can't. I can create a false reality of myself in there and be there for a second, but I can kind of get whipped back. Because just cry.
Yes, you do.
Yes, Diana. Is Diana clear, guys? Check her. She's got something, a hook on her back. No, it's falling off though. See, the thing is all the clearing's going to take, the last heart attunement thing took like 5 days for everybody to process. So it's going to take like up to like 7 days for everything to like clear and release and get off you and stuff. But because we witnessed it happen, the end thing is sealed in. So you may go through like, it's going to be like a cleansing process. You may want to cry like Janice on the floor.
I know, it's all dogpile Janice.
No, don't dogpile her because then she'll laugh.
Walking to release you.
Yeah.
I've been crying constantly too.
It's hard to laugh because
I know. Here's Janice on the floor. So what a lot of you guys are going to experience, which is what a lot of people like Isabel and I experienced, like without the attunement, was like you're going to feel like an old piece of you died, literally, and it's kind of sad. And a lot of you are going to like wake up like, where have I been for the last 12 years? Where have I been for 7 years? Like, what? Wait, where's my ex-husband? Where's my ex-wife? Or like, oh my God, like, because your human was like, ew! Like, tied up your soul, threw it in the trunk, and was like, let's take this motherfucker for a drive. Left, 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 instead of right, right, right. You know, like, let's do another left. Let's do a donut. Wow, I'm in charge. And Lucifer was like, hey, yo, hey. Can't you see him all hot? Like, yeah. That was the Adam that was super hot. Lucifer.
He was way too hot.
He was way too hot. But God's hot too. I've seen God. God kind of looks like him, but they have different color eyes. I think that Lucifer tried to look like God.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he appeared. Both of them appear kind of like the guy that in Blank Space from Taylor Swift Blank Space video.
Yeah, that's the one that you were.
They just look super hot.
That's funny. Blank space, space. That's where God meets us.
Yeah, Laura says copycat figures like her and like Lucifer were like this, and he like bailed her, and she's like, asshole.
The headache.
Oh, I would love you guys if you saw any guides or you saw like anything like if people are like, oh yeah, I saw you like come in and do that. Like I love hearing about that stuff because it's just such a trip. Because Poochie probably has to go potty really bad. Let me put my boots on so I can take her out potty. So if any of you like saw anything, like I love hearing about it, because I usually will then remember what I was doing in your field and be like, oh my God, no way, I saw this, this, and this. So it's just fun. Oh yeah, you guys are ready. I think everyone's ready. I just think some people's inner children are not ready. So I think that like the verbal abuse release was huge for a lot of people.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that we are our souls now, and what that means is we're not like this soul floating out, in the ethers with a piece of the soul in our human anymore. We're like literally like we're on our real planet now. Like we were in a movie theater. So the guys just said, what we'd like to explain to you is that until one can reach a level of forgiveness of themselves and others for the harshest of crimes against themselves and humanity, They cannot and will not be made a creator. Hold on. I know it's always right when I start channeling. Someone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna."
And it was really nice.
There we go. Okay. So they said, cannot and will not be made a creator. For a creator must have the utmost respect for compassion and for humanity. Otherwise, they are not allowed to create. You can play make-believe creation down in the astral plane, but when one can truly escape from the basement, so to speak, make their way through all layers of consciousness in the game, so to speak, and rise up into their full wholeness, this is when they're given the ability to create. For some of you have lived the same life over 17 or 18 times. Some of you continue to live that same life over and over and over, but not anymore. Now you've broken the cycle, and now you can create a different script, a different life, a different role. You can change altogether, but if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. If it feels bad, not like physically nauseous, if that's fine, but if it feels like in your heart it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Otherwise you will get physically ill. The reason why those of you that have physical ailments is because you did not follow your heart and your body responded in retribution with breaking down, just to prove to you that you did something against the flow of what your soul wanted. Doesn't mean you can't repair yourself, doesn't mean you can't heal yourself, but start to follow all the signals of your body. Follow your soul, because your soul is your body. We love you. Poochie, pause. You guys want to answer questions? Psychics on the other side of the screen, you guys can answer questions.
Come on, ready? I'll throw you questions.
You'll throw me questions?
Yeah. Anybody got questions?
No, I think it was always about water.
Where are the questions?
Random.
I can't see the chat. There you go.
Here, let's sit together. I don't want to sit by myself on the chair, but I'll sit with you.
Well, I'm not. You sit on the chair. I'm gonna sit on the side. I'll give you this.
This is me. Hi.
Is this the chat? Oh, here we
There
go.
it is.
Okay.
Questions.
Is this the question? Okay.
7. Go to 8 new messages.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm like, where are
And
we?
there
How do we keep our aura?
is how do we keep? Oh, how do
Snuggle.
you? Yeah, aura is still the same thing. Is you can use the snow globe or just by stating like, I release blank, will release it. So you just release it. Just making the conscious choice of like, I am letting it go. Be gone.
Taylor, everybody got she got it. She didn't really fall asleep either.
Yeah, you got it, Taylor.
Taylor's attuned,
How
right?
does she feel stuck?
Oh, what came after the raise hands up? You mean the hands in the sky?
It's hearts to the sky.
It's
Watch the heart go up.
Watch the heart go up. So hands up, we go hearts to the sky. Pull
hands
it
up,
in.
hearts to the sky.
To your solar plexus.
Pull it in
To your solar.
To your solar
to your
plexus.
solar plexus.
Open the door.
Open the door and then let the
To the
sun
base.
shine in.
Mhm.
So
The sun
hearts to the
shines
say
from
the whole thing.
throat down.
Say the whole thing. Hearts to the
Heart
sky. Yep. Pull it in. Open the door and let the sun shine in. So it's like
It goes
up,
back.
in, down, and then back up. So when you let it sit in your solar plexus for a while.
But the sun is, so open the door
Mhm.
to down to the matrix or the created, right? The basement. And then the sun is here. It's going to shine down. Open the door and let the sun shine.
Go ahead, Christina. Say it again.
So hearts to the sky. Pull it in. Open the door. Let the sun shine in.
Did you guys get that?
I like
Wow.
clarification on being in my soul when I.
Wait, no.
No.
Is this one new message? Okay.
What's
What's the door?
the door is the basement. So the basement is kind of like where, like when Marisa was talking about the levels and stuff, the basement is down below. It's like down by our feet. And a lot of us have locked ourselves up in the basement for maybe either things we don't want to feel, we don't want to deal about, like lower level emotions that we just are either trying not to face and we don't want to touch. So we all have done it. And so that's letting it door. So when you open the door, you're releasing all of that and you're letting the sunshine in by healing it. So it's
your creative persons, your creative selves.
it is your creative self. Yeah, your false realities, your creative self, and as well as like the other crap that you have accepted as your own and taken blame for.
Is Reiki still a valid healing modality?
I am the quantum.
I believe it is. I mean, I don't use Reiki, but is it still a valid healing modality?
I use it.
I-
feel like it's
Janice still uses it.
I say I
mean,
am
a lot of
Reiki.
people are still really low, and I think it's a great way to clear and bring up, and then do the other stuff, the soul reprogramming.
Yeah, it's going to heal on the levels that
That
person
needs
that's
to.
coming in to get a healing from you, they're divinely sent to you, and they're going to heal in the other way. Like whatever you're sending them with Reiki is going to heal them to raise them up to that other level that they need to be on just by them stepping into that healing space. So it's that taking what they're saying and saying like, I'm stepping into this space to be healed. They're already like making that change. So yeah, Reiki still.
Plus, even if Reiki is the word that gets them into you,
Right. Yeah.
then that's, you know what I mean? If they know Reiki and they're like, oh, I'm going to go try this out
Yeah, because they feel safe.
because they feel safe with it.
Right.
And so
It's a
that's-
known
so
modality.
It's intention.
Yes.
It's all about
I still
intention.
call myself a Reiki healer.
So do I. And I use
Yeah.
I am Reiki.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Is it okay to receive Reiki from others, such as in a Reiki share? Will I be immune to others' energy? Reiki share? I've never heard of that. What is that?
A Reiki share is like, it's kind of like what you're talking about when she was talking about group and getting us as a group.
Oh.
So you could do Reiki shares by either sharing the information that you do as a Reiki person or doing Reiki shares by sending Reiki to each other.
I think she's wanting to know from
Comes in and you kind of
Reiki to each
go around
other.
and do Reiki
I
and
think
talk
it's-
about stuff.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
safe.
fine. That goes back to like what Marissa was saying, that if you choose to, there's no like that, like today with like me and Janice, and I was totally goofing off, but when I was at Janice, when I was like, oh, that's Janice's energy. There's no
Yeah.
more of that.
Yeah.
That's not Janice's energy. That's me choosing to be that way. So
She just
if
triggered
you're
that.
like, am I going to get what? Yay.
Shut up.
So if you're saying like, I'm choosing to like, I'm worried about that energy, it's only going to get on you because you're choosing for it to get on you. So yes, Reiki shares are fine.
So the negativity of Shelly Myers is like tripping me out. So I'm looking my foot. Is she like angry or something? Because as soon as she said that, then two people were like, I'm feeling anxious.
Ah.
She has strong energy. So she's like emitting like anger or something through. Then other people might feel it, but the only people who are going to feel it right after a meditation are people that
Have the resonance.
have the resonance with the anger too.
Yeah.
So if people are feeling anxious or anger, then there's almost like a
Is there a
need
basement under the basement?
for basement. I don't know.
It feels like she put a basement under her basement to make sure that she's living
She
there.
doesn't want to.
Yeah, there's a basement under her basement. So the middle basement, which you cleared, is cleared, but there's a basement for her under the basement.
Creation.
Which is
But
where
that was
Janice
clear.
was, right?
Oh, that's the one that you were saying you were underneath it, huh?
Yeah.
I've been
So
in the
that's what you didn't
basement
clear. You
the
got to
whole
clear
time.
that. But that I think
Oh,
she has
okay.
to
People have to clear their own.
She has to clear her own.
No, she said that when she writes her letters of forgiveness, will this clear more? Or no, wait, somebody else has to. I don't know. Ask Ed. Yeah, I'm gonna step out of it because I'm landing and I'm like, oh, where am I? What am I doing? This is supposed to be over 2 hours ago. What's going on?
Yes, Laura. Reiki is like a door people choose to walk through. We are all one now. Yes, perfect. We are all one now. Yes. Will there be a 6-hour recording of this?
Sue.
That's up to Sue and Marissa.
Yeah.
What?
Will there be a 6-hour recording of this?
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
recording, but it won't be ready for several hours. It takes time to process.
Yeah, it'll be ready tomorrow or the next day. It's not gonna be ready.
Hey,
today.
Sue.
Did we do a healing on our children? My 2-year-old was just knocking books off his shelf in his sleep and acting strange.
That's from Emily.
We did the healing on the kids.
We
remember?
did the
Yeah.
healing on the kids and the family and the
When
house.
we were in
Yes.
our soul.
Oh, but she missed the class. It was Emily Garcia.
Oh, then no. Then her kid didn't get a healing.
You can go back and listen to the 6-hour.
No, just the meditation, the last meditation.
The last meditation.
Just the last
Yeah,
meditation, Emily.
She's like, I have a newborn.
I
Just
didn't
the
know
last
she had a
one.
newborn.
What is the 5th element from
I knew she was
today?
pregnant. I didn't know she had a baby.
6 years
though.
ago,
Oh,
Marissa
she's
said, you now have the 5th
Yeah.
element when she attuned me to Reiki.
The fifth element is space.
Go ahead, Sue, say it again.
The fifth element is space.
There you go.
Space. Oh, that's right.
The fifth element is space. All right.
Yeah.
It's also a pretty cool movie.
Oh, it's a movie?
Yeah, I have to see
I have
it.
a zit.
5 days.
Oh,
I haven't had a zit since I was like 18.
That wasn't there.
No, it was not here. Why'd I have a zit on my face? I never get zit.
I'm like ducking from the camera.
That's insane.
I
I have a zit on
I
my
guess
face.
that's it. Then I don't think anyone has any more questions.
Do you have any more
Yeah,
questions?
oh, cool. Okay, everyone feels good? All right, good. It's basically today was just a bunch of teachers and being aware of our own energy. And then Melissa, as far as her not stepping into her power, I released the block where she hurt people. She had the same Joan of Arc thing. That was my spikes on my shoulders. So Joan of Arc was full of shit, basically.
So she gave a false prophecy.
She gave a false prophecy and a bunch of people died. So her soul was like, oops.
Oh, that's what I said. It wasn't her fault for that girl, and I'm like, it
Mhm.
wasn't her fault what she did, but
Yeah.
she did do
But
it.
I have the Joan of Arc stamp on me, and like a bunch of other people do too from the same soul. Because
Look, you're in the
You
soul
told me I did. Oh no, you
A
told
lot
me.
of
I
us
did.
do. All of us pretty much do. But
And that's
some
why I
people
was-
resonate more with it, and others don't, depending on if we resonate with Joan of Arc or not. Maybe
Well,
she was like a Christian
I
background.
didn't want to
and-
do psychic readings for a long time because of that. I like to do healings.
Because of the Joan of Arc thing?
Yeah, I didn't know why. I didn't want to give a false prophecy or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So
you rise above them.
Yeah.
But I don't like giving prophecy anyways either.
Yeah, I
hate
don't.
telling people the future.
Well, the thing is that everything's free will anyway, so you
Yeah.
can choose a different one, and then you just altered your whole course.
I love getting healings, but
yeah, when I told,
I
I still
readings,
feel like
yeah.
Courtney. Well, Courtney actually is pregnant now, and she's
she is pregnant.
yeah.
Shut up!
But she loves. If she would have stayed
Yay!
pregnant when I saw she was getting pregnant. Remember, I told her, "Oh yeah, I see you pregnant." She would like milk me for the readings, like milk me, and then she
I
knew
remember
she was
that.
going to get pregnant in like 6 months, so she started acting like a lunatic to her boyfriend, and then scared him off, and then he broke up with her.
And then she got pregnant by
And
someone
then she got
I just saw
revenge
that she was
skinny.
with someone else.
She got revenge skinny, and she met her other guy, and then he broke up with her, and now
That's
she met
awesome.
somebody,
That's a
and
good
now they're
question.
pregnant, and he wants the baby more than her.
Hey Marissa, I have a question. Amy has a good question. That we say I Carla.
Merge with Carla,
So it's your name merge with your name.
and then just watch as you merge with like the.
Not in merge, yeah.
Like the way I see it is, I'm like, I'm Marissa. I forgot about that. I'm Marissa merged with Marissa, and I see like, how many mirrors are there in between me and her? 19.
They're folded like this, like that, like that, like mirrored, like
Yeah. There's like 19. Wait, that way, or are they like? Oh, if I go.
Yeah, they look like an accordion.
So if I stretch them out,
Now they're straight.
there's me standing over on the other side. Like I look just like me. But when I do the mirrors, she goes.
Mm-hmm.
They're asking what does that do?
It merges you with your true identity, with your true self.
Satnam.
Satnam.
And what about spirit attachment?
There's no spirit attachments.
It's all gone. The astrals, that's what the whole
Astral
class
plane's
did.
gone.
Astral plane's
That
gone.
was the whole class. Astral plane's gone.
So for us, but for clients,
Clients have astral bodies because they live in the past.
But
So
when
they
you do
do have
healings, you're pulling them up and out.
oh, okay. So well,
But like if you're like anyone who does healings and like is experienced with healings and like knows and has been doing them lately and then does them tomorrow, you'll have no questions for me. You'll just be like, oh, that was really freaking fast. You'll be like, show me their energy. Okay, clear it. Boom, done. All right. What do I do now?
it's just like a coaching.
Yeah.
You just tell them what
That's
to do
why I think
for
like coaching people, teaching them how to clear their energy, and it's all about emotions.
yeah, just the
Emotional
thoughts.
literacy, emotional intelligence,
I like
emotional
that.
maturity, emotional wisdom, something like
I like
it feels
emotional maturity.
emotional maturity, emotional wisdom.
Because I
emotional-
feel like a little
it's like
scared of
emotional
emotions.
intelligence. I feel like.
Oh, I like that. Emotional intelligence.
Yeah, what's your emotional IQ?
What's emotional IQ? 5.
Okay, but there's like already books that do that. So
I know, and that's good because we're not trying to be woo woo. We can be like,
Yeah.
helping you raise up your IQ.
I mean, that's what it all comes
Susie,
down
it's
to,
whatever
anyways.
you feel comfortable with. Like you said, the name, right? Like whatever you. For me, it's Carla. I didn't have
Yeah.
a nickname, but for somebody that's Susie or Suze,
Yeah,
it's whatever she
whatever you identify as.
with.
Yeah, and just ask to feel what it feels like, and then just feel what's the whole thing, guys. Is I can't tell you your reality, like I can't tell you your poop schedule. I can't. I don't know how it feels like for you to go to the bathroom, and I only know as it feels like for me. So I can't tell you how to work with your brain. So you have to become familiar with how your brain works and become familiar with how you process emotions and feelings, and know what feels right and know what doesn't. I can't tell you.
Well, because
any of that.
everyone's different. I process it different
Yeah.
than you process it.
Like I used to be like, oh my God, that's so awesome. I see this in the future for you. You're totally a medium. And people would be like, maybe I'll like traumatize. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be a medium. I'd be projecting on the people. This one girl had like a panic attack because I told her she was a medium and she was like a super gnarly Christian and like she was a medium. But like I was excited to tell her that she was one, thinking she would be excited. But like, you know, that's after that happened, I was like, oh my God, I'm totally projecting on people. Okay. Like I can't be like, oh sweet, you're gonna have a baby in 3 years. They're like, what? I'm not even married. Oh my God, shit. Like,
yeah, they
you have
freak
to
out.
see where people are in their life, and you have to use your own emotional intelligence.
Marissa,
I like
no
that
longer,
name.
they're verifying no longer I am blank your name.
No, you can do that.
But the
That's
I am
asking.
takes you to your.
No, you can do that.
I'm just not reading the
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. No, you can do that. It's, what I'm saying is you guys need to determine for yourself. I can't tell you. Like if I am Marissa and I merge with Marissa works for me, it may not work for you. Like last night I was like, say I'm my pure self and you're like, it doesn't do anything for me.
Right.
Yeah, Isabel's like, that doesn't do anything for me. And I was like, are you sure? Wait, try this. And she's like, no. And I'm like, well, what do I look like? And she's like, oh, whoa, you were like, oh, you're big.
Yeah, you're swirling, like light was going all over.
Yeah, so you just have to figure out what works for you. And the hardest thing about it is you need to trust your intuition. But it's like, just feel what makes you feel the fullest. Like when you feel like, okay, show me my physical body. Where is my physical body filled to? If you're like, I am Marissa. I feel my head to here. I am my real self. I feel it to here. I am my soul. I feel it all the way filled up. But you may have a belief about the soul. So you may say, I am my soul. And you may be floating above your human. You can't change that belief unless you change the belief, you know, but you can't know it's there unless you test it out. So just test stuff out. That's what you guys were attuned to the I am thing because you read the books or you took my classes. You're attuned to your I am, so you can put it anywhere.
This
Are channeling? Eek.
That's what we
Channeling what?
That's what
There shouldn't really be any channeling anymore though, because no trance channeling.
They're not channeling.
They're not channeling though.
No.
Are they spirits?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's what. No. I just
Yeah,
got
no,
no.
kids should not be channeling.
They're like a lower.
I got no.
It's not a
It's
spirit,
like
a lower,
Michelle's
power
son,
thing.
just kind of like gobbling up like spirit energies and spitting them out. No, only one of them has spirits talking through them. They think it's funny.
Oh, the hook was you lifting her up. What's the hook in my back? It's going away. What does the hook signify?
The hook is the puppet. Your higher self has you like a puppet, kind of.
Oh yeah, you were shaking
Like,
us off.
yeah, and I was like, no, the hook I actually took off of a Reiki class, the channeling class that I taught. I took the hook off everyone's back that class, and everybody was like no longer their higher self's puppet. They actually got to like be like, no, I want to do that. Like they became their higher self.
Embodied, yeah.
Yeah, they embodied their higher self, and the higher self I see is like lower than the soul.
Yeah.
Like the higher self is like the 4D, like perfect self. The 5D is like our soul. I think our soul is bigger, but at least for me.
Are we tuned to our star selves?
Yeah.
If that works for you, Anna, yeah, you totally can. 0 just turns like stops your molecules from spinning, and then if you're like star, if that feels good for you, do it. That signifies like what you connected with today, then do it. The thing is that like when I was teaching elemental healing and source codes and stuff, I would tell people like say 0 and then wherever you want to be in the center of, you know, or like say like anti whatever emotion you don't want to be, and then there was like a code afterwards. So, but then I created all those codes, so I told people to stop using them because they were like literally like I'd see Janice like with her head in my field, and I'd be like, "Why is she in my field again?" Because she was using the source codes, and so she was pulling like people that do Reiki are pulling from a sui.
The muffler.
Yeah,
It's like,
yes, that's right. Yeah, so that I think that healing modality was in me, and people were like pulling from it, but I disconnected myself from it now. So now when people use it, it doesn't really probably have very much power, but it's fine. I think all of us make our own. Like I started intuitive Reiki to teach people how to create their own Reiki.
Yep.
That was the whole intention of intuitive Reiki, was to make your own symbols. Like if you want to give love, make a heart, or like, you know, whatever. So I didn't teach the symbols for like 2 years until Molly, I think, took it and was like, wow, these symbols are amazing. And I still don't ever use symbols.
You're like, you kind of go, here they are. You're like, here they are.
Yeah,
These
here's
are
the
them.
symbols. I don't
whatever.
teach them really that much. I kind of hand out and go, here you go. But
They're confused on understanding that is there no more channeling. So I don't think they get like the whole you're everything, but I'm confused now. So are you saying there's no more channeling?
no, there's channeling.
That's what they're asking. Like several people are confused on it.
Oh no, there's channeling. She was talking about the 12-year-olds. What are they
No,
channeling?
channeling spirits. No earthbound.
Yeah, don't channel spirits. No, don't do that. That's not channeling. That's called like mediumship, or that's being suckered by allowing. See, Poochie's like, see,
She doesn't
drop.
like it.
Yeah, the lower beings, you don't want to channel them. That what happened to me when I channeled Brian out of desperation because we didn't know how he died. And with my brother, I gained 30 pounds in a month and got feet that were 2 sizes too big. You don't want to channel, and like literally imagine someone else's intestines, their liver, their heart, like everything about them, every thought, every dirty thought most people have ever had, imprinted in your kid's subconscious. Just don't let it. Just if I like, the one thing that I've learned lately is like, just know yourself, know your own energy. And kids don't know themselves, so it's like we want to get like a regimen or something, but there's no regime. Like there's nothing to give them other than like, if you feel bad about something, let me know or tell me. And if you feel bad about something, identify it and figure out what it is and dissolve it using your higher self. They still have access to their higher self. So do we. I mean, we still have access to all the same stuff, guys. It's not like I reset you like forever and you're not going to go back to how you were. I attuned you to this piece of yourself. So if you choose to live in the present, if you choose to live right now, get in your heart space, expand into like your soul and merge with your soul, then you're going to live a lot. Your brain's going to basically operate at a much higher frequency. You're going to have access to more data in your brain. You're going to, instead of 8% of your brain, you'll probably use like 12% of your brain. I don't know. And so you'll have access to more stuff. But if you're like, oh God, I got to do this, or it's like, boom, you drop. Oh, that's it. Because then you go into worry or fear or whatever. So like Gabby Bernstein says, live in love. Stop it. The living in love, not in fear, living in, and it's just, I mean, I haven't felt more like this ever in my life. It's just like, it's so important to get a good relationship with God and have faith that something else out there created the laws of the universe, that created this little 5D soul that we are. I mean, you may feel big in your soul, but there's still like millions of layers above you, and there's still other worlds and other planets that we're living in. There's other gods and other goddesses and other realities. So having access to like our soul is having access to our human, like our whole human self. But beyond that, there's so much more. I mean, there's millions and millions of planets. So just the fact that we're here, it's too much for our brains to understand. So understanding that there's something that's got your back. And what did they say to us? They said, know that the laws of the universe were created to create the reality that you live in.
So get to know them.
Yeah, so get to know the laws of the universe, which I want to read about the law of 3 and the law of 7. And get to know the players in the game.
Yeah, play the game. Learn the laws of the universe.
Yeah, learn the laws of the universe. Learn to
So
play
you
the
can
game.
play 'em.
If you're playing the game, you should at least know the rules. And then, but don't, yes, you are God of the game. And you're God out there, but there's like an ultimate creator that you can call God or whatever, you know, that basically you need to have faith and trust in. Because when you get scared, like when Parker was all possessed, I was like, what do I do? I'm not God. I'm not this. I'm just a scared ass mom. Like that my kid has like, you know, masturbating gay guys in his head, like 3 of them, like cutting their wrists and rubbing their wrists together and stuff. And I was like, oh my God. And that's when I was like, Jesus, help. And that's when Parker just like stopped flailing in the bath and trying to drown himself. And he just like stopped and went, he was like playing. And I was like, oh my God. So it wasn't the fact that I called on Jesus. It was the fact that I had faith in something outside of me. So back to AA again. Faith in a higher power.
I have channeled
Oh my God,
the
that's so
planet.
I haven't heard that since I've been in.
Yeah, I just remember. I just heard my old self say, it's like going back to AA or NA. It's faith in a higher power.
I haven't said that prayer in a long time.
Remember they used to,
And I really believe that there's a higher
what is
power.
it? Just for or wait, what's it called? What did they say at the beginning of the?
Just for today. Oh, I haven't done it. This is
Oh man, I can't remember the prayer.
the AA chant. I mean prayer.
I can't remember the AA prayer. I used to know it by heart. It's weird. If
The
I saw it, I
is it
remember.
the Serenity Prayer?
No.
Yeah, the Serenity prayer.
Well,
thought-
no.
That's gonna
They
drive me
say that
crazy.
one, but they say like just for today I won't, whatever. I don't remember. I haven't done it in so long.
All right, I'm going home, you guys.
God grant me the serenity
Oh,
to accept
God grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change. The wisdom.
courage, change the things I can, wisdom to follow the difference. To know the
It's
difference.
doing- yeah. Yeah, that's when I did, but when I saw Jesus, it wasn't the Jesus that I saw before, it was a different being.
That's the lot 7.
Oh.
Is that the Star of David?
No, it's different. It's like it's interesting. Yeah, no, Laura, I call on Jesus, but I'm always so wary of calling him Jesus because I don't know. It just depends on which self I'm in, I guess, which comes forward. So maybe we'll
Hi,
see.
everybody.
What's Jesus look like from this level?
The Yeshua.
Do you feel okay?
It's Yeshua.
I'm just email. But I'll do that. You what? I said I'm just email.
That's what I'm hearing. It goes by Yeshua, not Jesus. Here.
So were we nice, right?
Well, he was having.
What
Well,
it does to your
during
self.
the day, it just seemed like normal.
Like watch it.
Kid, I didn't know if that's just how.
I'm like, he's pretty handsome, so I'm zeroing him out, making sure he's straight. Are you real? We don't trust hot people.
Well, I kind of feel like if he's real, he's got pretty nice.
Is that just your version of him?
Oh yeah.
Or no, you just think that?
Yeah, just look a little less.
You're clairsentient. Like
Because
you
you're
just
emo,
know.
you're gonna be like,
You just know.
yeah. No, just watch it. It's crazy. It's so weird. I've been doing that lately, and I'm just like, oh my god, what a trip! I can see me in what.
That I love that about you.
Yeah, I guess.
I think it's the coolest thing that you know because like I can see and I can hear like obviously you can tell how I see and hear. To not see and not hear and just to know, that's hard.
It's really
Because so I give people that follow that clairaudient of just knowing so much more credit than seeing and like hearing. I don't know, I just think it's just amazing because
It's a little frustrating.
I need validation in my scene. Like I can see and hear, so that is validation, but knowing would be like I sometimes I get knowing, but even that I have to test it like 5 million ways before I'm like, okay, yes, that's the answer.
Yeah, you're cross-checking with all the other.
But you're really good. You are really good. You should just trust that. And I think that's the thing is you're so good at it, but you don't trust it, huh?
Right.
Oh, I wish I could do something to be like, you're freaking amazing. Like, go rock it. Like, I almost feel like you're so clairaudient. There's no way you can mess up.
So clairaudient.
Not clairaudient, clairsentient.
Floating in front of my house.
Clairsentient. Like,
Okay,
no,
okay. Here's bye.
clairsentient.
I'm glad you got to come. So here's here's the star on the end of my balloon, and then there's. Hold on, let me see. Look at my balloon. Looks like one of the car wash dudes.
I like the video. Yeah,
Okay.
I was watching it with you.
Oh yeah, you were there with.
Yeah.
Oh, A&A. That's funny.
Have you heard that song?
What totally inspired Sue?
We're off walking out. She's already in the car. I said, how about my kid?
Feelings can only be tricked if you are.
There's somebody around his neck.
The heart can't be tricked, though, I think, in the feelings. I don't think. Your feelings can't be tricked.
Marissa, that was something you channeled, though.
Yeah, I know, but I don't believe everything I
I think
say.
it's when you're down below.
Yeah.
When
That they can substitute a different feeling to trick you. That's why just knowing is.
Oh yeah, knowing is the strongest, I think.
It's
But-
just having faith, really.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you just know it's going to be bad, but then you have to know where the knowing's coming. I think it's actually down in the astral plane. Joy can be replaced with like happiness. Like you can mistake like
did
joy.
something with joy during the healing. I don't remember what you did during the
Yeah,
meditation.
joy can be replaced with you thinking you're happy.
But you said, oh yeah, that's what you said. There's a different version of joy.
Elation. Yeah, there's the mirrored version of all the emotions. So yeah, I guess you can be tricked. But for me, if I just feel sick to my stomach about something, I usually know that I shouldn't be doing it.
I agree.
Yeah, because God is our intuition, I just heard. Interesting.
I had channeled when you were doing the last healing how like there was no more like basically the reason like our earth was going to be gone. I mean that's not we basically have obviously rised above it that's not going to occur anymore.
Yeah.
But the reason was that people had lost faith and forgot what faith was and to connect to faith.
Interesting.
I have to like it.
I'll look at it. I'm excited. Yeah, the guides when I was out were just saying like everything that we've learned up to this point is not wrong. Everything that we've learned is just stepping stones and a foundation for us to either teach or do, that there's no exact equation or formula for anyone, that it's like telling everybody to eat the same thing. It's not going to work, you know? So it's about like using your own like spiritual wisdom and your own emotions and feelings, because there's no more ways of just putting steps to it. Because if you put steps to it, then you just go into my field. But if you feel into it and feel what's right for you, then that's what's right for you. But you can use, I'm seeing like a lot of like the exercises and lessons and all that stuff, still use them. They're part of the collective. But like I was looking at, that's why I was like, oh no, is the snow globe okay? And they were like, yeah, snow globe's fine. It's like, oh sweet, I channeled that. But if I made anything up, which I haven't done for like, since source codes. I made
elemental healing.
Elemental healing, I channeled.
Okay.
I channeled elemental healing from
Saint Germain.
Saint Germain or Andrew?
I don't
Did
know.
he
I
show up
remember
as Andrew?
I remember
Andrew.
when we were, before it was Saint, when I saw him it was Saint, but you could do an Andrew.
No, I just used to see a guy named Andrew, and then I stopped channeling him because I thought that he was an earthbound spirit.
Andrew looks like an
Ew.
Indian dude.
That's not good. Like, ask to see the real version of him.
Well, that's why I told him to go away, but I don't know that it was him that I was actually channeling. I think that the guy that I saw, I don't think is Andrew. I think the person I was channeling was up there, but I think I was seeing this one. So, like, look at the one I was channeling and look at him.
Saint Germain.
Saint Germain?
Mhm.
That
You're
makes
just used to
sense.
seeing the old yucky Saint Germain.
I don't know I don't know what Saint Germain really looks like then. All I see is a foot.
Yeah.
That's already
A foot, but then I see the light coming from it.
It's like, I am a guardian of the galaxy. Whatever,
Saint
dude.
Germain?
Yeah. He is Father Time.
Is he really?
Is he Father Time?
Yeah, well, we were doing that one time when I saw the clock. I don't remember, but yeah, it is.
Well, then who? Abraham? I thought Father Time was Abraham.
I think Abraham's a projection of
You right on
Father
this
Time. No, never read anything.
She is.
Oh,
You
nice.
No, I know. I'm just.
Good night, guys.
I'm doodling. I should be writing it down.
Have you heard that song New Soul? We were playing that.
Joy is what people feel when they win the lottery, because they're afraid and happy at the same time.
So joy's not a good feeling.
Mm-mm. Think of all the money you spend at Christmas, and they're like, happy, happy, joy,
Think about
joy.
that song at Christmas, Joy to the World.
Yeah. Well, that's why I think that the white Santa is Satan, and I think that those soldiers are like his army, and I think that
Ooh, that made me
Christmas
nauseous.
is false. Well,
that
Jesus
song-
wasn't really born at Christmas,
know, but
and
that
Jesus
song
was
made me
evil in my
gross
meditation when
feeling.
he came in and said, I am Jesus, bitch. Remember? Like, he was like,
God.
but I know that there's Christ, and that's why I called in to heal Parker. I was like, help, Jesus Christ. Like, you know, I was like, help me. And like the right one came, but I was like thinking of all the people that don't believe in him, that call on him.
Yeah.
They get the other one.
Ah, they get the evil one.
Yeah. He's not evil. He's just all about body consciousness is what he just said. He says, I'm not evil. I'm just about keeping your individuality. He says, we have a certain amount of energy, and when we run out, it's nice to have yours.
Okay.
That's what I just said.
That's creepy.
They live off of our energy if we believe in them, he just said. And he shot up and he landed on his recliner that he lays on with Eve.
Oh, nice.
Adam and Eve lay on like the beach in the Bermudas, and he goes, I don't know, Eve, just make sure they keep pumping out babies.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just don't forget when the channeling with your dad, when your dad was here,
Mhm.
was that Christmas was taken over from Myth Ross. So
Oh, that's right.
that
Mithras, yeah.
there's
My church did service on that. I forgot.
This was all the stuff that we channeled not on video because I didn't want everyone to get freaked out.
Oh, is that the day I was there?
yeah.
But that's why we have to feel what it feels like. You know, if we just like, oh, calling in this, like that's why when I learned how to like be like, show me what it feels like, that was like the best thing I ever learned. That lady Joanne, whatever, that she was such a bitch to me. She's like, I'm not going to be your teacher. You can only have this. And I was like, like I was like, I'll pay you every day. I want to channel with you every day. I want to learn everything from you. I was like basically like humping her, like, and like I'd never met another channeler that was like for real, you know. Even though she did introduce me to the fake Sophia, so I guess she wasn't that real. But anyway, she told me to feel the stuff in my heart because I was seeing fake stuff. I was channeling fake stuff. Yeah, she's like, you're just channeling a bunch of fake guides. She's like, get with it, stop it. She's like, you need to be more responsible. This is like 7 years ago.
The lady that wrote the book?
She wrote a book, yeah. And she like totally bitched me out. Told me to get things straight, start feeling it, stop depending on other people to tell me what was right and wrong.
Yeah,
and
talk about some projection. I just like totally saw that.
Yeah.
That's some crazy projection.
But you know what? It fixed my ass. Like, I thought I was all like, oh, yeah, you know, it's like 7 years ago. And then I was like, wait a second.
She knocked you down.
Yeah, she totally knocked me down, and I started to like feel it, and I stopped being like, fix me, you know, like to everybody. And like, that's when I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna have a teacher. I'm not gonna read. I'm just gonna get all my own information.
That's why the people she loves, she's like, get your shit straight.
Huh?
When you love somebody, you're
do.
just so like,
I know I am.
dude, I can't deal with your ass.
I've been a dumbass.
No, you only have to be really talented for me to do that. If somebody's really a dumbass, I'm not going to call him a dumbass. Like, if somebody's really a dumbass, I'll just be like, oh, you're so sweet. Okay, let's set up an appointment. But if you're like really talented and you're being a dumbass, I will call you a dumbass and tell you to get your shit straight.
I think I've been called a dumbass. Get your shit straight, demon.
She's a badass. No, because she looked like a demon when she jumped out at me one time. She came up and she went like this. Rah! Like, and I was getting out of the car, and I hate when people scare me. And I was like, and I saw this like, and obviously in my own mind, I saw like a demon jump out and go rah! Like that at me. So in front of everybody, I was like, yeah, Isabel and her demon jumped on me. I forgot about that.
I just think it's funny now.
I'm so funny.
Hopefully that's not a grape.
Oh, great. Oh, yeah. I wonder if it added a
You know
grape.
what's funny is I totally, no, I didn't peck me at all. But I just saw
Bye,
the grape
Sue.
poop
Bye,
out of the
Shelley.
butt, like a little like pellet, like a bunny's pellet.
She's so funny.
When
It's
you
like,
said that, I heard,
so funny. Good night, everyone.
so funny.
Poop out of whose butt?
Shelly.
Like,
What's she doing,
bunny's butt,
snapping?
Like, with the way it goes,
Bird. Oh, look at her bird. That's so cute.
Hi, is that Sammy?
Her bird's name is Sammy.
Uh-huh.
Like my guides being Samuel and Samantha. But Samuel's like the upside down dude.
Look at, I had made this playlist 2 days ago,
Uh-huh.
and I just posted it, and because I had named it, but I just posted it on my own. And it's a whole songs like raising, like the songs that like are uplifting and happy and like joyful.
Let me go to your page.
Okay, I need to.
You want me to shut this off? Are you done with
Yeah, I
this?
didn't want to hang up on anyone.
I
I
just
can
let her
turn
go.
it. Oh, so everyone asked her. Okay, guys. Bye, guys. Sorry, I've left Nanny way too late. Good night, everyone. The replay, Sue, we'll just have Audrey email out a link to everybody because we're not posting it on Patreon.
No, I can send an email through Ticketailor to everyone who signed up.
Perfect. You are so amazing. She's so amazing. That's why we see her like Molly Homemaker with like kids and like
Sue?
running the. Yeah, I see her. Look at her new self.
Who, Sue?
Yeah.
She did change.
She's like a ballerina and she's got 3 kids and she's got the little like bib on, like what's that called? That thing that you cook with?
Apron?
Apron.
Bib.
She's got like the apron and like the 50s skirt. Like she's literally like Molly Homemaker.
Sue, I want to see a picture of you. I always imagine you as like, no, I just imagine her as like super feminine with
She's
like
very feminine.
really big feminine pretty eyes and like this like hair that's like
Long
luscious.
and curly. She has luscious hair.
Is that what she looks like?
Yeah. She has luscious
There's
hair.
a picture on that channeling class.
Yeah.
She has long wavy hair.
Yeah, she was in the channeling class in person, right?
Yeah. I'll find it. Okay, bye
She never
guys.
puts her photo on there. Her
She's
video.
she's what's it called?
For a while, I had a photo on here, but Marissa accused me of it not being me because it was an old photo, so I took it off.
I did accuse you of it not being you?
She loves you.
No, that's when you had a different name and it probably didn't match.
No, you were like, who is that girl in that photo? That's not you. I'm like, it is me. It's from when I was.
Oh, I didn't accuse you of anything.
Remember,
I was
Sue, she's
probably
only mean to the ones she loves.
yeah, but not
only when you're
anymore. Now I'm
talented.
really sweet and nice.
She's a sweet, loving teacher.
I'm a hard ass teacher though. I'm hard on the people that are good. That I I'm hard on people when I see. I mean, don't you want to? I mean, if I wasn't hard on people, then they'd just be like all like running around doing stupid stuff, and that's can't have that.
The doctor that I worked for was.
I want you guys to all be successful and make lots of money.
I like the fact that she's hard. I think now looking back on it, I think it helped me like realize like
oh, this is what I did. I'm doing that.
That's because I had the rehab counselor that I loved. I'd say, so did he go, fucking liar. You're lying.
No,
and I'd be like,
know.
no, I'm not. Lie. And I'd be like, oh.
You want to know what the best thing is that when you tell her stuff, like because you're in the text messages, I'll tell her stuff and she's like, no, that's because you're not grounded, blah, blah. And then 2 days later, she's like, okay, so this is what you're doing. And I'm like, I just told you that.
Seriously?
2 days ago and you
I
just
don't remember saying
she
that.
does that, huh? You just told me like I'm not, and now you're saying.
Remember,
you
I'm
are.
2 people. Remember, I don't remember. You guys remember. I don't. So my human is probably like, oh no, you're not grandma, da, da, da. And then when I'm in channeling mode, I'm like, yeah.
Like right now I'm sitting over there and I had a question. I'm like, Carla, you ask it. And she's like, no, you. And I go, no, she doesn't listen to me. And Carla's like, she doesn't listen to you. You're right.
I flipped the bit. What's flip the bit? It's because I'm two people.
The harsh one is the which one?
The human?
Oh, the human.
Yeah, that's me.
But I need a, I think
My dad was critical.
I feel like Marissa's a badass even as a human.
I think
What's
you can-
0110? I don't understand what flip the bit is.
Thank you.
What'd you say?
I don't
I need
understand
a
what flip
harsh
the bit is.
teacher. I don't need somebody that's like, oh, good job. Good
You
job.
so
No,
wouldn't respect somebody
I
like
wouldn't
that.
respect somebody. I wasn't be like, no, bitch, you are like boiling your ass for bloody. You're not even
I know.
doing it."
That lady, I loved her for being like, you're talking a bunch of fake stuff. Like everyone else, like, oh, you're so talented. You're good at that. It's
She
like,
was
you,
like, no, here you go.
You
Yeah.
need someone that's going to tell you that stuff and be like,
Because that's how you
They're the
grow.
ones that make you grow the most.
yeah.
yeah, it's called honesty.
It depends on the student though.
True,
What their
true,
receptive
true.
to.
Well, if they're not talented and they're not like in that, if they're, I wouldn't be hard on someone if they were just here to like better their love life.
Yeah.
I don't think, I
Yeah.
think it also matters on how much like work you do on yourself and understanding that she's not at a, like, you're not at that level where like, I need this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to get to the level of like whatever. Because I'll be honest, like between me and Marissa, there's been times where like I felt Marissa wasn't feeding my ego. Looking back, I can totally say that now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I was like, I'm pissed off.
I'm like, I'm not going to feed her ego. I'm not going to tell her she's hot.
And I was like, I'm mad.
She's like,
I was like, I'm talking to you.
rooster,
But now I'm
rooster.
like, oh.
It's funny, but yeah, now that I look back, that Joanna chick was kind of a good thing that she told me that. Otherwise, everybody would be looking at a bunch of fake stuff.
Look,
I should
it's
write
kinda-
and thank her.
Yes.
Joan and Nick,
You should totally do that.
you
That's
know, I
awesome.
have a healing with her.
You did?
Dude, she's so like, does not, there's like, does she have an ounce of compassion?
I don't think so. Oh, okay. So
No,
she was the same
I
with
had a
you.
healing with her, Jenna Myth, and she gave me a worksheet of what I had. And I'm like, what the fuck does this all mean?
Yeah,
She's
the
like 141
entities and
entities
like
and
5,000
like-
spirits, and then she doesn't tell you what she did.
And she like circles them, and then she's like, I think you would, I would recommend you getting a soul or something merging. I'm like, I'm good, thank you. Have a nice
That's what
day."
you used to
Yeah.
do. Is that where you learned to do that?
No.
Because when I had my session with you, when I first met you,
Uh-huh.
that's what you did. And then like you would just like say things like, you had 144, they did this and that spirits and this, and I
that's
released it.
weird.
And then I was like, well, what happened to the spirits? Like, what did you do? And she was like, okay. And
Cut
then
off the
she kept
resonance
notes.
to 'em.
I know, but you didn't like you would just
Yeah.
kind of, I was like, all right. And then I think you gave me my paper, or you like either like, somehow you gave me something.
I don't remember.
I found it the other day.
Really?
Oh, that's funny. I'd love to see
She
it.
wouldn't reply back. She said, I don't do any personal reading, like something like that, because it was like, well, what does this all mean? She's like, I can't explain it to you. You should know.
It's in her book.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
funny.
No, there's no. Marissa tells you what's up. This lady was straight like, bitch, I'm not telling you shit.
Yeah.
You will know. And I'm like, I don't know. You said something that happened to my grandfather. It was a molestation. And I'm like, look.
Oh my
what?
God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She's like ancestral, grandfather, abuse,
Okay,
sexual.
gotta go home to the nanny.
All right, guys, I'm going to stop this completely because that is what makes it all process faster. You'll get an email from me through Ticket Tailor. If you had the wrong email address in Ticket Tailor, then you won't get it. So if you don't get it in like 4 hours, you can email me. Have a good night.